we have our players up next. It's gonna be Winty Guitar versus Alexander. I love that I actually was kind of looking at them up on the FGC combo. It's gonna be the Baiken and Millia matchup. So very nice to see that we were on point there. And we're already going to start off with the Kabari off start. That 6P though is going to catch with the dash up into the throw. And we're going to get this mix coming from Alexander.
Yeah, that's exactly a good spot to be as Millia to start things off against Baiken. And look, another Bat Moon. The quick overhead seem to be finding their mark against Wintry Guitar right now, or Winty Guitar, excuse me. I threw in the R on extra, but nice. But the Wild Assault carry, low on burst gauge is Winty because of that error.
Very good counter hit here. Winty Guitar. This is actually a great pickup, especially with that quick start that happens for Alexander. We got the Yoda Zen, and that is going to be a nice clean hit for Winty to finish it up.
Yeah, I mean, it started off so strong for Alexander, and rightfully so, because as Millia in this matchup, a touch could certainly be a death sentence. All tethered up, and this is exactly how Baiken wants to be. No escape from Millia here. The aerial superiority not going to work out. Okay. Got a nice little 6P right there to get out of this corner. This setup low again. The quick dives, another low. Ooh, I could block.
Oh no, the withdraw, and then with that, that's going to be a 2P from Winty, but the burst from Alexander is going to stop that momentum. Here comes the Wild Assault, and that's going to open up Alexander quite a bit, and this is going to hurt too, so we have to set up because the tether expired. We're just going to try to push Winty, rather Alexander to the corner and clean it up here with the kill.
Both rounds just absolutely terrible for Alexander there. You have all the you have all the setups, you have all the mix, you're doing great, but because Millia is so paper thin, Baiken just absolutely explodes on any interaction, and it's just tough to get out. Without the reversal opportunity here, you've already spent on Wild Assault, so you don't have burst opportunity, and you just kind of have to deal with the defense that you're putting up against Baiken. And honestly, great job for Winty to block in that corner situation, that deep cross up. Most players get opened up by that.
Absolutely. So there is some good moments where Alexander's doing really well on defense, and then we have these moment starts, but of course Winty utilizing burst in these situations and then sort of taking this chance to breathe, it's really messing up Alexander's momentum and hard to re-grab that.
Yep. Got the spin cycle to come through. Almost got our splat. Nice Capel, but not going to get the wall shatter that we're looking for. Here it is. Wild Assault to strip a little bit. Get that hard knockdown as well. But nothing off of it. That was a very late Oki setup there for Alexander, allowing Winty to just stand up, but we still got the kill. Thank goodness, because one too many times Alexander has been on the precipice of victory and still got knocked out of it.
Yeah, definitely adjustments are being made right now. Let's see if Winty can also make some adjustments, and we've already got that strong start here. Alexander closing in on burst very soon. It's about to hit, and there it goes. We're gonna see these jump in, tether setups go out, but a mix-up in that interruption is gonna lead into Alexander taking advantage as we see them switch. Great throw tech, blue RC to slow down, the 6 speed to try to anti-air. We do get the counter hit, but no hit confirmed, and we are at least able to get Wild Assault to start or to stop the burst in that moment.
Really trying to stop the bleeding right there, but it's so difficult to do after spending Wild Assault. That's the the new game that you play here with Wild Assault being introduced into Guilty Gear Strive. You spend a little bit of your burst gauge to get these hard knockdowns, but in the case of Millia, it's so difficult for her to get it back unless you get positive bonus to make things work out for you.
This is a really nice round here for Alexander. Going to use the red RC, create some big stuff, just going to dash under there. Watch your toes. Gets the throw set up to set up the wheel, but not going to be able to finish it with perfect. Blocking the burst, though. That was such a nice burst bait.
Yeah, that close slash. Nice red RC to close it out. Tied up in the rounds, 1-all. But again, too, the control is there from Alexander. It's just now and again we're finding, some fallouts here and there. Like those stray hits from Baiken will add up. But, much like we all know the tale, right? If you're Millia, you do play on that razor's edge. You do play with that high risk, but you get plenty of reward with how she can apply her pressure, especially against, another really non-reversal type character like Baiken, right? So you're both in the same foot. If you get tethered up, Baiken's going to, have a field day, but also you get that knockdown, disc setup, Millia's going to have a field day too. So y'all know the game here, but can you smell it?
little bit more patience here. That's a really nice 6-piece, catching the very far edges of Jump Slash. And we're also going to get Wild Assault for a hard knockdown situation. Very good interrupt, and we do have burst available for Alexander. He's going to get the throw set up going and keep up this pressure with a quick bad moon. And this should be able to very, very closely almost lost the wall break, but we still got it. We still got it.
Yeah, I don't know. We lost that hard knockdown opportunity, though, because I think there was a moment of hesitation thinking about, I should go for this Wild Assault. And now look at what it cost you here. That is a round that, again, fighting games are all about those snap decisions, and a moment's hesitation will absolutely kill you, and that definitely was the price that Alexander paid for no hard knockdown scenario. We saw that earlier, too. That delay Oki situation, even after Wild Assault. We need to get this rust out and start making sure that our offense is airtight. Nice close slash anti-air.
This is great momentum. We're actually going to be able to cash out with that Wild Assault. Hard knockdown situation.
Whoa!
Very complete on the parry! And we're going to end it with the overdrive. Such a good call out from Alexander.
Jeez Louise. I mean, what a risk in and of itself to go for just a dash up, see what you're going to do. But it certainly paid off in space for Alexander. Johnson opening up here, crouch blocking. We're still tethered up, so that pressure continues. Another one. Dust should get this bounce. There it is.
Does.
Oh my god, the damage though. Jesus.
The thing about Millia, she is a glass cannon. He's gonna have to hold all of that. This is gonna be very tough. Yep, that instant Yedisen is like so good. It most likely catches everyone at this point. It's very hard to block. So even with the good defense that we've seen from Alexander, definitely Winty is on the ball, very quick to it as well.
Yeah, just again, those stray hits cost so much, and also that risk gauge getting a little cranked right there because, I mean, yeah, you're doing great defending, but also you really had to get Baiken away from you, find that opening to start applying pressure, because all it takes after, good 50% risk gauge, we've seen the Twitter clips before, that's definitely going to kill here. And now, Winty up 2-1.
A little bit of hits here from Alexander, but Winty's going to be able to start the pressure. I love that Winty's actually trying to contest the air. Both characters are really good with their movesets in the air, but it's really Alexander's Millia character that has the ability to just dominate that airspace. Oh, but we get the parry here from Winty!
Stop! The Johnson coming through in the clutch again. We need you to stand up here, Millia.
This is not looking too good for Alexander. He's going to have to try to make something out of this. There goes the throw for the hard knockdown. Purple RC to stop some momentum. Catches the backdash, gets the Wild Assault, and we get the pickup. This might be exactly what Alexander needed, and it is with that wall break.
I mean, you are going up against one of the best Baikens out there, right? Winty, definitely skilled Baiken player here, really running it. Especially on this defense, too. Like, not really falling for a lot of Millia left-rights, being able to jump out of this Oki as well. Some great recognition. Getting opened up right there. Nice parry. Not enough to get it canceled, but we do get that space out of the corner and steal the turn with Wild Assault Johnson. Recognizing we're going to block low forever, but Alexander does finally get the fuzzy block off.
Good air-to-air. Calls out Alexander's attempt to try to get the jump. Oh, we do get it again instant, and this is it! For Winty to take back the round. We're going on potential set point for Winty. Alexander needs to take this next round to be able to stay alive and go to game 5.
Yeah, excellent burst. Johnson does get blocked. I'm surprised the throw didn't come out there. That was all throw city for Millia. Nice. Got the cross up, but wasn't able to confirm, and that's a scary situation. Both players no burst unless if they get a positive bonus here.
Oh, the grab into the instant overdrive after that. Gonna be able to get the left-right mix. Now this won't be able to kill, but it'll do enough damage to get Alexander ahead of the game here.
Yeah, that positive bonus is what we're looking for here, because we'll at least get 50% on burst gauge. Darn near 100% too if we can stay alive, but this Baiken combo has the potential. Oh, dropped out! Okay, YRC just gets blocked, full punish. Now you're definitely dead here. That is a 3-1 victory for Winty off of just a stray situation. That is so unfortunate. That final scramble really sealed the deal there for Winty. And all right, so looks like we got Millia coming back with Anji Mito.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Anji, you know, blessed with some new moves here. You're talking about some characters getting brand new moves coming into these future patches with more on the way. And Anji definitely getting some love in this patch here, but you have to try to avoid, once again, the Oki pressure of Millia Rage.
Yeah, this is definitely probably Anji's toughest matchup just because Anji's like a turtle. He's going to have to play defense. He's going to have to try to create this setup, especially utilizing Twirl in it. But then you have this fast character like Millia, but guess what? She's Blast Cannon, and that's going to be death with that overdrive and the wall break. Chef's kiss.
Definitely doesn't skip chest day ever, and it's clear as day that Anji definitely able to go pound for pound against some of the heavyweights of the game. 2K2D knockdown with fan setup to hold the pressure.
I love that grab range. That was such a good call out. Now this is plus when your opponent is in the air, but we're going to use that red RC to continue pressure. Going to try to back that. Yes, the spin, but unfortunately you're not going to be able to get a full attack opportunity here. This is going to be 2K2D for Khoruh. And we're going to get the full carry.
Oh!
RC, but it was going to drop. This is going to be a very good pickup though, despite that drop.
Hey, yeah, absolutely. Making the most out of a bad situation here, and you're definitely better off for it. Positive bonus, building up that burst gauge, getting a little extra time, not able to block that YRC. We could BRC into an overhead.
Ooh, I really did like that, but just one step ahead of the game there. I also do want to call out though that Generic Soda was very good at being patient, not utilizing the burst at that moment. Instead, going ahead and getting this wild assault to be able to get a hard knockdown, moving it twice in this combo.
Wild assault round start here against Khoruh, but tweet sent out here, hold the frames, and it's going to be a throw. And my goodness, again, just the burst aggression from Generic Soda here and the strength of Anji. Again, I guess it's just a cursed day for Millia players that they have to go back to back against some very heavy hitting characters. But yeah, I like to think that it started out strong again, but all the work that Millia has to do for a single touch that Anji gets on a single confirm is insane. Plus I do like the immediate decision to cover that ground with Wild Assault in that third round there, because you're guaranteeing that Millia's not going to have a chance to fight back. You strip a little bit of burst away as well, so you can guarantee that hit combo. That's a great call from Soda.
Really good stuff. And I also like that there's this 2P here. Great 6P, and being able to hit confirm as well, not off a counter hit, but just off of this Gatling itself is really good. Burst is going to be used here by Khoruh. We have Butterfly to keep us safe. Going to use the red RC to be able to keep overhead safe. We get our OTG off a throw.
Oh no!
Throw, no! That is the start of allowing Khoruh to be in the mix. And it's going to be very dangerous. We're going to get the low. Are you going to be able to block the high or the overhead? And you are not going to be able to. And you're going to get hit by this overdrive for a hard knockdown to continue this momentum from Khoruh. But the 2P, that is Anji's fastest button. It's going to work every single time, no matter what you say. You may be plus, it's going to work.
I don't care if you say Anji doesn't have a reversal. That's it right there. 2P. That's his reversal.
Really nice delay.
Yeah, plus with Fan to set this up. PRC for no escape. Because of that delay fall, that gives advantage there for Soda to hold that corner position. It's a great heavy button usage there. Nice, got the new Koi Fish option here for your dance.
I love that. It's such a good move, especially after spin. And there we go, 2P again. I love that this 2P is contesting a lot of what Khoruh is doing. There goes the spin into Mirare and a quick RC cancel to clean it up. And Generic Soda up on the board, 2-0 right now. I'm loving this, Anji. You are making my heart so happy.
Just constant pressure, no escape. It's exactly how you try to challenge Millia Rage. Like, if she gets knocked down, it's her fault. Make sure she can't get back up ever again. Because if you don't have solid reversal options or even just great anti-air tools, it's going to be tough to kind of keep her locked down. And Anji has setups in spades, especially when it's backed up with not only just dance, but also being able to fan toss as well and make sure you get that plus pressure.
Yeah, there's quite a bit for Anji to contest here. Did try to get the 2K, does get the 5P, and then the 2S for the counter hit. So I'm going to be able to confirm due to Khoruh getting the burst option available. And now backdashing away and avoiding the projectile, but now putting Khoruh in the corner at this time. Oh, but what a great call out to dash underneath. And we now are back at full screen. Bit of the reset on that neutral to get the mix on the road.
Yeah, that's an excellent minor victory right there for Khoruh, because we already spent burst. We forced Generic Soda to spend a burst right after, despite overextending off a 2P situation, really trying to get that stagger pressure. Still coming out on top, especially with the shatter. Couple TK bad moves for you. RC out though, finally able to thread the needle. Khoruh kind of put themselves on the opposite side there, locked themselves into the corner, but still spinning it to win it in this round.
Very nice round here for Khoruh. He's definitely picking up some momentum and trying to catch up, but gets caught by the backdash, and that 6H is going to lead him to confirm. I love that close slash cancel. We're going to try to get Khoruh off of the purple RC, but it was just a little too slow to be able to catch. 2S counter hit, but then goes to burst. Khoruh now has advantage, but now it's Generic Soda who's going to use their burst. The 5K to try to confirm into 2D, but was able to block in time.
That's a great 6P call right there. We'll whip punish the 5K from Generic Soda. We have our setup. Nice low. Didn't even need it because of this caught. But again, just a little bit too far. Both players getting a little bit scrambly in this scenario right now. Khoruh has one round to play with if we don't end up closing this out, but Generic Soda fighting for their life right now to try to steal this away. So close to see one more touch, and there's the 2P to finish it.
Yep. Very nicely done. You could tell that Generic Soda was really trying to start up Fujin and be able to go into those lows as well, but we have Wild Assault now in play for Generic Soda. Again, that 2P doing so much work right now to try to stop Khoruh from starting momentum. But this is a great pickup to get the corner carry. And YRC to avoid the bad moon.
All right, we'll take that trade. We get out of the corner with it, but the 2P interrupt. Just a delay on the Fujin series from Generic Soda.
That delay on Fujin is definitely messing up the timing that Khoruh is trying to punish Fujin for. Right. But this is a good pickup. Now, again, won't kill. Not enough damage to do so, plus Anji's guts. But we do get the wall break. And again, full screen. Nice 2K to catch the 2S. Generic Soda is going to be able to use burst in this moment. And it's now a matter of who can get it in. And there it goes, Khoruh, able to use Hair Card to do so.
Yes, and I do like the one touch far away with the 2K, especially like 2D as well, to really try to force out a burst situation there from Soda, just so we could be prepared to block it. And once we were kind of convinced that it's not going to happen, then we go for the full send. And it's good to see too that we're trying to get used to that fast RC cadence, right? We keep going for Hair Card, try to go for that mix potential off of, very quick high-low situation that you go for that red RC. But it is just definitely tough to try to get out right now in this situation, it looks like. Khoruh's still making it work out, though. We're still not abandoning that game plan. I think that's integral for Millia players, honestly, to have that in your arsenal.
2K to stagger, and then we start with some pressure. Generic's going to try to backdash and get 2K, 2D, and call out in air, but it's going to be Khoruh who's going to try to get the 6P. And this is just air-to-air gaming. Exactly that. Using the dust to try to lower. There goes this close slash counter hit.
Yeah, and that was great recognition on the bird setup as well. No tweets for you, but the spin cycle. Get that hard knockdown. Great positive bonus. The parry comes through. The first time we're seeing it from Soda. Definitely needs a comeback and certainly starting one off. Burst still available for Khoruh, of course, but I don't suspect that we'll use that here. 6P interrupt. Okay, there's the high that I'm talking about. And again, because it's that fast RC off Hair Card, you get the 50-50 right off of it. Are you going to go for low or are you going to go for that overhead?
Really good adjustments from Khoruh. Taking advantage, goes ahead and just dashes through with those invincibility frames. But Generic Soda can be using that first in this moment. We're going to get the overhead. No hard knockdown, so it is a soft knockdown. But, misses the drop off of the combo bounce.
Okay.
So unfortunate, but here goes this pickup from Khoruh.
That was actually a great course correction there from Khoruh to get that pickup. All right, send the tweet, get scooped up. Another one for you. Oh, you got stuck in the skies? It's not only your space, it's our space. My space, even. We're going back. Hi, Tom.
Love this pickup here from Khoruh. He's going to be able to go for Wild Assault. And that's going to be a hard knockdown. We're going to go for the dash up close slash, and then another dash up to then get throw. And this is probably the most solid round that Khoruh has had so far, especially ending with this overdrive. Now, while it does not kill, it does lead into more positive moments. But the gold burst from Generic Soda!
Okay, that Yo, you kick flipped over Anji for that one?
And still opened up Generic Soda with that low. Oh, that was so spicy to be going into game 5.
I didn't know we were playing. Millia's up next for Tony Hawk Pro Skater 6. Is that what's happening here? This whole time? We were trying to invert? Oh, man.
That was so good. Such a good call. I love those momentum calls because they can be really tricky to try to achieve, especially because you have to time those roaming cancels very specifically. And then not only that, calling out that it's very hard to block. It's one of those moves where, like, again, you're being mixed left, right.
Yeah, absolutely. Having the pacing is so important for those fast RCs, and like we saw earlier for Khoruh, like we were trying to find that sweet spot to get that red RC off the pair car, and again, to not abandon it because you know that is an important part of your game plan. Like, that is so key here. So players take note, like, do not give up if it's such a core essential part of it. If you're just learning a technique, or even if it's a technique that you have practiced but are in a high pressure situation, definitely commit. There's that close slash pickup here. Nice side swap for Khoruh.
Very nicely done.
Yeah, again, another low. We are in great position here, even after the guard cancel.
Oh. We're gonna get the Brad Moon OTG, but yep, that's gonna be a dash up grab. A very good call out from Khoruh to actually do, I believe, 2P right before dashing up, sort of trying to catch Generic Soda from being like, oh wait, I have to block here. Another mix-up here from Khoruh's corner carry. We do get the corn counter hit here, and this is going to be able to go into the green overdrive. You know, something I'm noticing too as well is that Generic Soda is not doing as many Q3s as we saw in the first 2 games. And that has actually been something that Khoruh is taking full advantage of. Let's see if this RC combo here is going to be able to continue. Was not going to be able to land that wall bounce from the 2S.
That was same side. I thought for sure we crossed, and the tap charged us. Excuse me. We'll wrap this up. Khoruh with the 3-0 sweep.
Wow.
From the brink of death, you reverse sweep with a full charge dust for victory. We have another match for you. K22 up against Somnium.
Duel 1.
You're welcome.
Oh, I thought K22 actually had the number 22, but it's 22. What a great burst bait here from Somnium to be able to catch H22, K22 off guard.
Jeez, look. All right, duelists, we don't need all the Millias, okay? I think we got enough. Appreciate what you're doing.
Or
I think
rather,
we see Millia.
Or rather, I thought this character was bad, everyone. Why are we playing her? I thought this character was bad.
All right, so the first one lost, second one won. This is the third one. All right, so we'll see, because this Millia is going to be put through the paces against Ramlethal. Nice cross under with a close slash here to get the anti-air. Actually dashing through that sword setup, and look at the walls.
Oh, gosh! You got mixed incredibly, and this is going to go into hair car. Great patience though from Somnium, but using YRC, but a good anticipation from K22 to call it out.
Take to the skies right away. I thought for sure an anti-air attempt was coming there from Somnium, but already going to get steeplechase back down into the west side of the screen here, bursting out of the corner. K-Temps here, not going to close the gap. Got opened up a little bit too far there though. K22 does have wall assault if we get this splat here. Nice block on TK, bad move.
The dash under, there goes the wild assault. We're gonna still stick to the same side. Whipping, but you triple RC, but still gets hit by the counter hit. And K22 is gonna take it with this game 1-0 right now with that perfect.
Still, we have 2 more games to cross the finish line here. It's not over until it's over. Somnium could answer back here, but a 2P round start here from K22. Nice compel. Jump in, same side too. This aerial control here from K20.
The movement is so crucial here. This is like the second or third time that I've seen a K20 actually dash under or try to dash block to get out of these situations. Somnium, this corner gets opened up, and K22 able to take this round.
Someone said it earlier that these players have been inspired by Rat. Don't get it twisted. K22 have been putting this work for a while here. But yeah, they probably... Rat is certainly an inspiration to Millia players, I'm sure.
Really close slash anti-air. Some of these staggers tries to get compelled, but here we go. Somnium starting momentum, gets the side switch, starts up pressure. But once again, this is where K22 is really showing, listen, just because you throw out swords, I'm gonna get out of here. I have the fastest movement in the game, or second fastest, at least.
Be able to jump out. That jump P should have jailed you into the corner, but Somnium a little bit too late. And the backdash does actually whip punish the throw, and now we're getting the burst bait. Able to get the shatter, not gonna kill, but we have the hard knockdown.
Perfect, and we're also gonna make sure that Somnium uses some of that tension to avoid using that reversal, finally getting the first half of the bar. And K22 just trying to back away, does the reversal overdrive super to catch the far slash. Very nicely done there from K22 to go up on the board 2-0.
Yes, indeed. It wasn't a direct call out, Elite. You don't have to feel bad. There's so many players out here nowadays that it's tough to keep up. But yeah, K22 definitely making several TNS appearances in the past before and putting in work with Millia for sure. Just, as you can see, a force to be reckoned with.
Very quick force to be reckoned with.
Oh, yeah. Try to catch lightning. You can't. Actually, don't try to catch lightning. That's a terrible idea. I mean, we did have Benjamin Franklin try that one time, and, you know, it worked out okay for him, but...
Right, we go Wild Assault actually doing guard break and catching Somnium. You're gonna get another Wild Assault for the hard knockdown. Somnium locked out of the burst.
Good God.
Oh my gosh! The just blocks here from Somnium, though, trying to keep the defense, but gets caught by the close slash counter hit.
That was too low a Tiger Knee Bad Moon that even K22 wasn't able to catch it. Perfect round for K22. The name should be familiar, Chipp. K22.
Good call out on the Vortex move from Somnium to try to catch people jump out of it. There goes positive bonus, though, from the gold burst. Somnium can make something out of it. Finally gets the jump K, does get the LTG, tries to get the vacuum, but not going to be able to land the hit. Do get the air-to-air. And now we have these staggers from the Rekka. Purple C. Opens with the low, but the burst from K22 is going to try to reset the neutral. And we now have K22 trying to control the airspace.
Ooh, good fire C, but the jump P to stop the air-to-air interaction. Somnium still awake here despite after that perfect. And about to have burst in this round here. He does get the opening here. Compel pickup. Look at that. The side swap too to bounce you right back into the corner. Oh, wasn't able to call out that burst. That's unfortunate.
We're going to go into overdrive. Now this is going to hurt quite a bit. Yeah. Oh, it's going to hurt quite a bit, especially with that wall break. Going to get the dash up. Try to get the close slash. Wins the air-to-air over Capel. Tries to get 2K. But the grab from K22, the challenge!
Yo! Miles away! You caught the hurt block from the Daro series? Are you kidding? K22 with the throw. Can see all the frames, but cannot see the jump slash. Has to burst. Capel does connect here, but we still need a significant combo strike, and this should start it off perfect here. K22 able to close it off with a hair's breadth away from death.
Oh, yes.
Holy smokes, the throw!
We got Eno. I believe this would be Shampoo, Goblin, and Potemkin.
Yes, Potemkin getting back that glorious swan dive. Call it a swan dive.
Potemkin top 5, by the way.
Dolphin dive.
Potemkin
Fairly
top
soon.
5.
We're going back to Exert is what's happening.
versus Potemkin.
I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
Duel 1.
Zero. I'm not ready for this blasphemy. But we
And just like a Goblin, round start Wild Assault. And Wild Assault makes Potemkin such a terrifying threat. Gets the invulnerability, also able to strip a burst away from the opponent. Like, think about this on paper. Potemkin with Wild Assault is a force to be reckoned with. Stampede. Let's get the anti-air attempt at the dash, and that seems like a nightmare scenario for Eno right now. Got our burst out of the corner, but it's a big cost.
This is a really dangerous situation right now for KidDracula. We have the hammer fall. There goes Garuda. Goes for the coupe PD. Another Garuda and another one. And we're just gonna get the pop buster. There we go.
Breaking spines every which way. If I get another round start Wild Assault, all right. Why? Actually, why would you? Because there's not a burst available here for KidDracula. There's also no Wild Assault opportunity for KidDracula right now, so we can build back that gauge for ourselves here. But it looks like KidDracula is going to maintain control, does get the block, but unfortunately, you know what that means. We're still holding this Eno pressure.
I love that pickup. We're going to end it with the Wild Assault to get the hard knockdown. And I like that now KidDracula is definitely understanding what Shampoo Goblin's got in store with this Potemkin, but this is going to hit with the hammer fall and into that red RC. Oh, white Wild Assault! Oh, but great calls!
The jump scares, pop buster. This is a sulfate-free Potemkin with the Shampoo. There's no conditioning, right? So it's just straight Shampoo. You're just washing your hands clean of any sort of challenge in your path when you just wipe it up with the Wild Assault like that. It's not an all-in-one, so you know it's the real deal.
It's the real deal. Be careful with all-in-ones. They can sometimes ruin your hair. But yeah, you're definitely on the point there, Zero. That is such a... It's always frustrating when you're dealing with just red RCs and then seeing those pop busters come out and you're like, okay, I have this movement, but it's one interaction, sometimes even two interactions that you cannot let Potemkin breathe at it. It's very difficult.
Oh my God. Stroke for stroke here. I'm surprised we didn't start this round with Wild Assault. That's too crazy to do it back to back. We're not doing that. We're not this much of a Goblin. The Hammerfall will work out. Fast RC Garuda, and the only choice is the burst. I don't want to guess. I've already lost the matchup after holding that Garuda. This one there. Got another for you.
Ooh, we were gonna go for the triple Garuda too. And we're just gonna grab and we're gonna launch and we're gonna clean it up and we even get the full combo as well with the ender of Garuda. Yo, Shampoo Goblin is washing today.
I am calling the Goblin Slayer right now. Only knows one thing, and that's to murder goblins. This is ridiculous. All right, got the wall splat though. All right, so good start for KidDracula. Oh, what a back dash from KidDracula. I can't believe you're ready for it. The 5P and still got a pop buster. Yo, are you churning butter while mashing 5P? Is that what the Goblin does? Because your KidDracula's dead already. KidDracula have more than one video game. Just because KidDracula shows up on the Game Boy doesn't mean he doesn't deserve a port to the Game Boy Color. Like, come on.
That I don't even feel like that was 10 seconds.
No, I don't think it was. Eno had it all. She had everything.
She had everything.
Suddenly,
she had the reads, and then all of a sudden, just
slap. I got the dunk. Like that was. You churned butter while mashing 5P. You're okay. All right, my bad.
Duel 1.
All right, Shampoo Goblin up 2-0.
Yeah, nice Garuda. That's actually a fair guess there from Shampoo Goblin, and KidDracula goes to the forward dash somehow. Not getting called out by the Garuda impact quite yet, because dive kick will work out 6H into this wall splat.
Done. KidDracula trying to play a little bit careful on this range game. I'll get the mix on the low, and we're gonna get the full hit confirmed for another wall shatter, and we're gonna end it with the Wild Assault to get the hard knockdown, which I fully approve of. This is definitely KidDracula's round. I love this one.
Problem with this round now is that you have no resources, like at all. And Shampoo Goblin has everything that they need. A single Wild Assault to turn this, a single Pop Buster even. All right,
my
there it is.
God.
There it is.
The crazy thing is that KidDracula even backdash, and Shampoo Goblin's like, doesn't matter. The first one whiff, we go again.
KidDracula knows two things. Jump. Excuse me, Shampoo Goblin knows two things. 5P and Potemkin Buster. KidDracula only knows pain.
KidDracula has to win this round to get on that board and stay alive, but this counter hit is gonna hurt KidDracula, not even close to getting burst available. It now comes into play after the wall shatter, and it is not looking good. Hammerfall goes into Garuda. Yep, you're gonna have to use that burst. The purple RC, but the 6P whipping completely. Shampoo Goblin trying to get the flick, gets Hammerfall into Garuda, goes for the 2K2D, tries to jump again to avoid the grab.
Chat, I love you right now because I'm starting to see who didn't read the patch notes on Potemkin here. That wall bounce into Heat Knuckle is a thing. This Pop Buster is certainly going to destroy KidDracula. 3-0 victory from a complete Goblin, no less. But yeah, Potemkin is a terror with these new changes. That White Wild Assault is a big boon for this character, plus taking off a wall bounce as well, able to get some extensions there. It's going to be a whole new era of Guilty Gear. I'm looking forward to it. To see Potemkin this threatening, of course everybody loves it. We've got Anji back, as you said, bottom 5, but it's MacMens. So that immediately means that this Anji is already S tier, up against Death Heaven's Axis.
Yeah, this is another interesting matchup. We saw Anji earlier against Millia, and we talked a little bit about how with Anji, it's a little bit more of like being the turtle and trying to contest as much as possible for a fast character. Now we have Axel, who's just literally the full screen game, and also with a little bit of his own, especially with those latest patch notes. And exactly that, getting some of those beta combos coming through.
That guard cancel was beautiful for Death Haven there to get out of this corner and still open up Anji with a whole grip of damage and forcing MacMens to chase and get caught by that jump S. I mean, even if it does trade out, Death Heaven's still coming out on top here. Rainwater coming through, no resources, but 5P anti-air works out with Winter Mantis Ender.
This is definitely tough right now for MacMens to try to get. Does try to get a 2S going, but gets stuffed on the 6P. And MacMens finally getting the far slash to end it with the overhead, dashes up to get butterfly set up. 2P, quick cancel from purple RC from the whip on the tap dust. And now we're gonna get the projectile. This should be, no, it doesn't whip. Instead it does hit MacMens, but he backdashes from the throw, and that should end it.
That reversal arc is critical for Death Heaven right there. Going to be able to get that counter hit. But yeah, MacMens still standing strong here, coming out with a round at the very least. Even resources. Good block on the low. Good block from the far slash from Death Heaven. We're out of dodge. 6B not going to work, but jump slash does from Death Heaven here. And again, MacMens having to chase Axel. Anyone trying to chase Axel is a nightmare and a half, but especially for Anji right now. Dance should be able to help out quite a bit, but you're not going to need it at this range in particular.
Yeah, that's the thing about the spin is that the startup is pretty high, and with Death Heaven and Axel, that can definitely get stuffed easily into counter hit. But I love this quick purple RC from the overhead to go into the low to really mix Death Heaven. And it's crazy because Death Heaven was really trying to avoid being stuck in the corner. And you could tell that they were trying to really go into like full screen once again and then get out of the corner as soon as MacMens was closing in, but was not able to at that end of the game.
Yeah, you're constantly fighting against an imminent threat that is approaching you as you start to lose ground to run away. That's usually the plan for Axel, right? If you are being backed off, you have to try to force the opponent back out, or even just go for that cross up there, which we did see a jump out of the corner where MacMens wasn't quite ready to go for the air-to-air to kind of jail out their side on offense. But I mean, we had a great round start. It does seem that Death Heaven is definitely, capable of handling themselves in this matchup, but the damage differential is going to be huge in this as well, because while Axel's getting these stray hits, it's so important to go for these extended combos that we can usually see Axel get in corner situations for MacMens. He's going to hit like a truck off a single counter hit thanks to Anji's damage.
do like that close slash. It's gonna force Deathheaven to use their burst. Now, one good thing about that projectile is because of the hitboxes on Axel, that can come in handy because it's plus on hit. That could start some momentum for MacMens, but we're back on that full screen, using faultless defense to actually evade the faster recovery. And here we go. It's going to be nice to end with the wild assault and a hard knockdown for Deathheaven.
Jumping slash here. Got the red RC tap. Does not sneaky enough here. Death able to stand block. Fusion series comes through that far slash, giving that space. PRC, because we know we got to get out of danger. The koi fish is coming. Jay does get the side swap here, but a big jump in from MacMens and able to follow it up with that fusion cancel as well. I don't care about the guard cancel. Still pressuring. What a read from MacMens here. That was off fast red RC. Are you kidding me? And still absorb the guard crush. Or guard cancel, excuse me.
Really good stuff there, especially with that last ender for the combo. You get Fusion, and going for the Nagi ender. Butterfly goes out, sets up projectile, another butterfly ender. Oh, the tap.
We got our hard knockdown. Nice throw.
Punish. Yeah, don't want to let Anji get away with that jump H. Okay, purple RC, great throw attack from Deathheaven.
Rensen's here. And one of these, MacMens is waiting for Deathheaven to pull it back. Instead of going for, whoa, with throw, blocks the burst. 2-0 lead for MacMens. But yeah, MacMens waiting for the recall on Rensen to get into the sweet spot to make that approach a little bit easier, because of course you're not going to get caught inside the arc from the recall on Rensen. And that's a nice little spot for Anji to make that short hop off Fusion series if you want to, or even go low and get the pickup there with RC to follow up after. So there's a couple options if you get close enough to avoid that second pull from Rensen Geki.
Yeah, I really liked also the call out on the burst bait as well. Very crucial, especially in that ender, because of the fact that it could have ended with Deathheaven going back to full screen, and you're gonna have to regain all that again. But good consciousness of meter resources.
Yeah, MacMens absolutely critical understanding of resources across the board, especially in a matchup like this. I feel like this is one matchup you really have to prepare for. Nice jump age here from Deathheaven to close the gap, because you're so right. Once you get this full screen position, it's a nightmare. You have to dash block the whole way, and Anji in particular doesn't have a whole lot that can really challenge that neutral space between them to close the gap at full screen. Stopping time, this should not kill here, but get close to the corner.
What a nice pickup and corner carry. That was actually really, really nice.
Yeah.
I like these 2K staggers, and then you get the anti-air with the perfect to boot too.
Yeah. Whole time MacMens was full screen. There was no hope for MacMens to close the gap. We saved the burst at least, which I think, again, with the change on burst, like, you do get that full screen, so you should be able to burst out, get that knockdown, but again, trying to close the gap from full screen after a burst situation. You're not coming out very positive, so you have to hold that in this round. But at some point, there it is. You got to use it.
Yeah, especially with such a deficit in health right now, MacMens has to do quite a bit to try to close the gaps. Does get the hop, and we're going to get this close slash hit confirm to go into the overdrive for a hard knockdown after this wall shatter. Now it's up to MacMens to get the safe jump, gets the close slash, gets purple RC out, and gets the grab projectile. Oh, the tap does mix up with the purple RC, but the 2K2D from Deathheaven's going to open MacMens up.
Yeah, tap does. Didn't have the meter make the follow-up. Big 6P, but the counter hit will get a burst opportunity from Deathheaven. PRC to chase another 6P for your troubles. MacMens on active defense right now. Point here for MacMens.
Amazing patience, but there goes that dance. Another reason why that's a counter hit is because when you hit from an overhead, the spin does not necessarily get caught in it. So it's definitely dangerous for MacMens to go with spin at such close range, but we do have this pushback here from Deathheaven to try to create some space with faultless defense, but MacMens closing in. The grab tries to purple RT to keep it safe, but not going to be able to burst in effect from MacMens.
Yeah, that 5P anti-air option. Just keep things locked down, and MacMens has a tall order to try to close the gap. Winter Mantis and push right back to full screen with that 2H OTG. And look at the Wild Assault calling out MacMens. A quick finish from Death Heaven in that first game here, trying to stop the momentum. But there's still so much to do here. So much more ahead of them to try to stop the aggression from MacMens here. And honestly, again, just damage differential. If Axel can really keep MacMens at bay, if we do get that full screen scenario, which is essentially Axel's win condition in this matchup, we're gonna be just fine. But the way that MacMens is navigating neutral with that, extended patience, right? Dash blocking, being very cautious and being very particular about when we're going for the fusion cancels or even closing the gap forward. Not too many drifts, but look, that range that you're going to get to cover the ground with drift is not going to work out so well for you against Axel. And to your point, Dance getting called out by like jump slash even is a tough call.
100%. Let's see if MacMens can close this distance once again. Definitely has quite a journey ahead of them, but is definitely picking up and being more aggressive on the offensive.
Ooh, side swap.
He gets spun through.
Yeah, I'm not sure we wanted to with a button right there on the cross up. It might have been like a jump slash start, but still going for low. Just jump P.
Trying to jump back to catch. It's a hop.
Try to control that space again too by going for those hops too. Like, does get the side swap out of the corner. That's a lucky break for Death Heaven, but once again, just locked down. That tweet is sent. PRC got the pickup. Double dust.
Yeah, I really like that 2K because you can get the wall bounce combo, and that's like the most optimal instead of trying to go for a butterfly setup. This might be it. Yes, the cancel on the dust. That's where Anji's like so good, is that he's able to utilize RC on many of these options and create this fast mix-up that you have to watch your toes, and it's very hard to react to. It's more of like off reads.
Yeah, it definitely leans more into Anji being like strong strike throw style character. I mean, of course, has set play opportunity, but also very terrifying to deal with in the close range or within Fujin range, right? And we do see that dance happening where MacMens slowly trying to walk down Death Heaven. You had the plus frames, well, rather just the tweet frames. There's the throw. Post does get blocked.
Oh, this early before. Actually going under and then going back to full screen.
Assault to carry over to this corner here. That burst working out in the clutch for MacMens. Death Heaven still finding that rainwater opening here. He's jumping.
Probably trying to call out a YRC from Death Heaven, but that was going to pay the price. Red RC try to make something happen here. Does get the counter hit, and Death Heaven staying alive.
Match point once again for MacMens. Good air to air. Should be getting a splat off of this, honestly. Yeah, there's your spin. Has enough for Wild Assault. That is perfect execution there from MacMens. Perfect routing and get that build. Got that positive bonus, so that should help things tremendously here.
Definitely right now the odds are looking really nicely for MacMens. Gets the far slash, able to land the overhead, gets the Wild Assault, allows the combo actually to drop to not cause the wall to break, and actually able to reset the damage so that MacMens can take it 3-1. I like that that call was made. I think MacMens realized it's like, wait a minute, let me let Death Heaven drop, and then let's continue pressure because I have enough meter to do what I need to do for it.
Here, Dany on Kai Kisk as well. A few changes here. Has become very much more of a threat, but Razzo is going to try to showcase this matchup in particular. A couple throws to start. Giovanna, very interesting matchup. It's changed a little bit here in this iteration of the game, but she had like kind of a difficult time kind of contending with Kai because of that further reach. That far slash is definitely going to be kind of a problem for Giovanna here, but 6Pable, of course. And this route with the DP pickup after the dash install is huge. Get a little bit extra damage, a little bit more saucy routing here. But Red RC, no burst available for Razzo. Dropped out early on the Treyarch. That's not a good look, but still got it with that 5K.
That was a hard knockdown with that Wild Assault. Does the low kick. was going to be able to block it, but that purple RC is going to avoid the punish. But, oh, I love that move. I say sarcastically. Smile.
So you love it? I was going to say, like, all right, well, hold on, wait a minute.
I smile through the pain with Stun Dipper. And this is good practice right now for Dany to try to apply pressure, but Razzo gets the side switch.
Oh, missed the dash install there. That was supposed to dash install DP to get that wall splat. Throw. RC. Dice take to the skies. We got our burst out. That's wow. Was able to get the jump H. Wall assault push to the corner. Strip a little bit more of that burst away. Didn't even need to, but does get the kill with jump P to close out the round.
Very nicely done there from Razzo. Good pickups. I like the patience as well from her. She's very aware of the fact that there's ways to contest Dany, and playing patient, playing the slow game is that way too. You don't have to rush it, especially with a character like Kai that can really change the tides very easily. I love these 5Ks too.
Yeah, you know, Giovanna having the second fastest button in the game does help out her 5P being the second fastest, but even 5K, especially too how it works off dash canceling, really kind of helps to interrupt the opponent, especially if they get a little too heavy on some of the stronger buttons in neutral, especially as a Kai player would want to do. PRC throw Stun Dipper. Dany closing out that first game. But yeah, again, like in this matchup in particular, it's important for Giovanna to make those rush down decisions to really stuff a lot of startup pressure from Kai, because it's a nightmare scenario to really try to contend against Kai without meter, especially if you're into shock state as well, because Kai kind of gets to run his set play without Giovanna having an answer back unless she does have her overdrive reversal. Even then, that required 100 meter from Razzo to guarantee that we were going to get out of that bad situation safely.
Yeah, this is one of those matchups that, again, the insults are helping, and some of these dash cancels and stagger pressure is going to be crucial, but patience key here. You don't want to be too patient though, because then you're just allowing Dany to gain momentum. But here's this wild assault, gets the dash install, and we're going to get this tap dust for the wall break.
Yeah, not enough meter here for the wild assault hard knockdown. Did have meter for overdrive, which is interesting, but opts to hold on to it there. Even though that Giovanna gets a nice little boost, like a very minor boost really to her damage, like you don't often see a lot of Giovanna players really kind of holding on to that for that reason. You do get that defensive boost as well. Dragon install is definitely a boost. You get a hard knockdown. This is the best way to install here.
YRC to try to get it off him, but this is Kai and Dragon install, so pretty much everything is plus here. And he can just take full advantage for to dash right back under to keep Dragon.
That'll do! That was so scary because you saw how much chip damage Kai was doing at Dragon install and a single 5K. What a brave button here from Razzo. 2 and 4K gonna get blocked here by Dany. Oh no, that slash. Good burst on the wild assault there. Doesn't want to get stripped of any sort of defensive option. We got our flips. We'll carry to the corner with 6H. Doesn't get the hard knockdown. It was a little bit too high to finish it.
That 5P is also going to anti-air Razzo. We're going to get the red RC. The dust, even though it kind of hits backwards, going to be able to get the wild assault onto wall break. Razzo gets the throw, though. Throw tech here from Dany, and we're going to keep it going, especially with that far slash. Another tap dust, and that is going to clean it up there for Dany.
Yeah, unfortunately, Dany a little bit too far on that 5K opportunity, and Razzo was able to get the throw. Dust that way. Dany still remaining stoic on this approach. Again, a 5K anti-air, got the ground bounce, so this will be a little bit iffy. Has to keep to the skies if we want to finish it. Get the drill.
Really good start here from Razzo. That 5K doing the work. Narrowly avoids the bar slash. And we are gonna get this pickup now. Did not utilize overdrive in this situation, and that's gonna lead Dire Claire to go through. And Dany's gonna get the counter hit with the tap dust for the fast RC and the wild assault for the hard knockdown. Now Razzo has 100% meter. There goes the overdrive reversal, but the throw tech from Dany reacting, and we do hit it with the Stun Dipper. But Razzo staying alive with the burst!
Has to be so careful here. Any stun dipper will do, and yeah, Razzo definitely ready for it. Blocks though, holds the wall up, but the jump age does get it confirmed with 5K. Good stuff from Razzo there to survive, and yeah, that little blunder right there to not at the kill would have been a little iffy. I think it would have killed, but regardless, a hard knockdown is better than trying to play the guessing game against Kai in that positive bonus situation, and she still came out on top, which is great. Has the neutral game to kind of contend against Kai, but still, the threats are very real, and she's aware that. You see that we're going for low blocking here, right? Because we know at any given moment with 50% tension, there's a stun dipper in there. In some cases, we just run it all the way through. 2D to start. Who are you vapor thrusting over there?
When in doubt, just vapor thrust.
Oh, all right.
Gonna catch the back dash.
Yeah.
Calls out the jump as well, had enough time to recover. We're gonna get the grab, sets up projectile. Yep, and the tap dust for it. For me, Kai's tap dust is such a good tool because it picks up almost like he's the character that picks up on everything from an OTG and can combo off of it, from a tap dust and can combo fully off of it, and then just pure pressure and being able to get away with a lot right now, exactly like this here, where we should be able to get. No, just a little bit. Those guts coming into play on those last seconds. We get the 2D though, and the dash up grab. This is probably Razzo's chance to get it. He gets the reversal. Get caught.
OTG a little bit too low. Oh my God, no, Razzo! Still got it. Are you serious?
This might be it. The hard knockdown. We do have Dany in burst territory. Red RC tried to catch it, but the 2P.
You have burst? Okay, but I get you though. I mean, that life deficit, it's A-okay. Wild Assault does trade. It's not bad for Dany here, but still got the corner position. Yeah, that was such a significant comeback from Razzo there in such a scary situation after that overdrive, because that DP could have connected there. Here we are in the corner, tap dust again from Dany. Good punish there with Stone Dipper.
Yeah, that was really good. That was perfect for Dany to complete this round. Very nicely done. I want to mention, because we were like, why didn't you burst in that? You could have. I feel like there might have been the hesitation of like, do I have enough resources and tension to finish and close out the game? Whereas I think Razzo probably had at least one bar of tension in that situation. And again, this is just someone that's like taking notice of like a third party perspective. When you're in that scenario and you're in that situation, it's like, if you're gonna be hesitant about it, just don't do it. And look, it worked out really well for Dany to not do it.
That's absolutely the thing too, of just, yeah, you were one touch away from victory here, but also you don't want to go into the final round of the game without any burst at all. Like, you definitely had another game a round ahead of you to really turn that tide. Ooh, no backdash for Razzo. We had the stun dipper, cross under as well.
Bit of a trade there, especially from the jump in, and another throw from the dash. Yeah, this is definitely that. No! It's a pixel of health in a dream! It's a pixel of health in a dream! The counter hit! No way!
Did you have 50% tension? There's our YRC 2K. We got another one for you here. No escape. Oh man, tragic. Jump slash? Or heavy slash? Wild Assault to confirm. We got the dash cancel. B Tatsu for the shatter. Full stick of burst, Razzo. Tell them how you feel. Okay.
That jump pick up here from Razzo. Yeah, Dany having to use that first, but the 2D catching the stun dipper very early before it could hit, and this could be it for sure. Razzo taking us to game 5 right now.
Off a 2D. You can't slide for free out here, Kai. It's not a slip and slide. This is solid ground with dirt. You're scuffing up your sneakers and your pants. There's no need for this nonsense.
It's looking very good for Razzo. I like that there's these back and forths. It's not one-sided at all. Like, both players are actively like, okay, we're going to this next layer. Let's be more aggressive. Oh, wait, we're too aggressive. Let's back it up a little bit and try to catch some of these. Like, we just now saw that Razzo is able to interrupt some of that stun dipper pressure that Dany's been applying.
That 2D as well. Close slash, stand up for me real quick. When you're 2 and 4K, a good little life lead. And one thing I've started to notice too is that Razzo used to kind of route into drill as often as they could, which is great because she gets plus frames off of that. And if the opponent is scared to 6P or challenge that with a low profile move, then you have to hold those frames as Razzo continues to pressure more, just like Dany did in this here. Got one push out of the corner and coast to coast we go, as I will do.
Yeah, that was like dash cancel after dash cancel and then into strike throw situation. It's like, what do you do there except, okay, try to challenge or try to block? And in Razzo's case, it's better to challenge sometimes. And just so, you're gonna get the wall shatter as well.
Had that, again, overdrive opportunity, not spending it. I'm curious on this one here because it does get you that hard knockdown. PRC doesn't get 5P.
This block's coming into play, but Razzo's gonna get opened up, and this looks like it's going to kill. Yes, it does. The burst coming in just too late. And Dany taking it over Razzo. 3-2.
She has to be so careful against a move like that. And next up, we do have, of course, Happy Chaos from Jack. And that's ThatScrubDavid on Axel Low. In the contest of new age zoning versus, you know, old man eras.
Couldn't agree more with you. We do have the... Okay, getting the Wild Assault off of the wall splat and still achieving that hard knockdown. That was actually really good. Fast RC from the throw, and that's going to go into 2x Machina for a clean kill.
Goodness gracious. Not a moment to breathe for ThatScrubDavid there. Started off at a full screen scenario, but just kept rushing forward here. Yeah, that does mean, of course, you can see at the top we are within top 48. Not a qualifier quite yet for top 8, but the winner of this gets to go up against Dany.
Oh my gosh, the double jumpy, and we're going to be able to get the Wild Assault again from that wall slump. That is pretty cheeky. Oh my gosh!
While rising? All right, you know, Giovanna has that, so that's cool, but Happy Chaos, does Happy Chaos need that? That's... Oh my god.
Not too sure how I feel about all of that in that instance. That was a little...
That was definitely a grimy mix right there. All right, well,
that's Happy Chaos for you. I mean, that's what we've been dealing with, and now even more so. I do like that Wild Assault, that white, is it white Wild Assault if I'm not mistaken? No, it would be blue actually.
Yeah, I was just blue.
Yeah, it's just the colors was mixing me up.
They're close.
Yeah, very close colors. It's very cheeky off of the wall slump. It's like a guaranteed hard knockdown. So not only did you, we're not able to block, you're gonna get a hard knockdown after that wall shatter.
Tries to go for that stagger. Pressure wants you to get whiff throws out here. Jack for the shimmy. And ThatScrubDavid does connect with the reversal.
Out. First ball goes into play. So right now it's ThatScrubDavid. Gonna have to be careful with this close-up. Gonna use burst in this instant. Achieves time, tries to catch it back, but it's not gonna land. And then the curse ball for an immediate aim.
Just can't win for Mantis for free against Happy Chaos. You're asking for a easy peasy punish out here with a quick draw and to fire from the hip. Oh, same side, that is not what Jack wanted. You wanted to hold that corner position, but you make do. 2P interrupt with BRC. Oh.
Wow.
Right. You play anime games out here, Jack. I see you. All right, Jack, listen here.
I saw the attempt with the 6P, but didn't really need it. Was able to close this game out with that red RC.
The left-rights off of RC cancels, I mean, this is how Happy Chaos can be played in your face, right? There's that whole era of you can play the zoning and being able to switch back and forth between, you know, that full screen zoning play, which does penalize Happy Chaos a little bit because you know the retreating specials do affect your negative penalty, but also being able to close the gap and just overwhelm the opponent with left right mixed pressure, that is a skill.
Yeah, it's definitely. I feel like this is where if Happy Chaos could play just this version, it's still so good, but it's more of a okay, let's try to play really good defense against this. But like you mentioned, Happy Chaos being able to go back and forth styles. But here we go.
Yeah, that's a forced blunder right there and a small win for ThatScrubDavid. Concentration burning out, and that's the other game plan that you can have. You can weather the storm that is gunshots and concentration from Happy Chaos. You do get a small opportunity to try to close the gap, and this time around, Jack not mismanaging resources. Deus Ex Machina for a full reload. He's gonna get a little bit of concentration back here on this OTG, or on this knockdown in general. Roll through, I was wrong. We're spending all concentration for the kill.
A really good roll and also great burst bait as well from Jack. Good read. I mean, that was like perfect for the opportunity that I needed it. There goes the wild assault for the hard knockdown. And the roll, again, you want to try to punish roll, but you're going to have the gunshot come into play. And then Deus Ex Machina, ThatScrubDavid didn't even get to play.
Our resident rat out here with Millia or potentially Johnny, but I don't think Rat has really stuck too much with Johnny. We see that appearance every now and again, but Rat definitely known for this Millia play. I think week 1 was really the big Rat on Johnny appearance for Johnny's first showing, but yeah, Kreeg on Happy Chaos, of course. Bad move for the kill, all right. That's setup.
I've always found that this Millia and Happy Chaos matchup is so strange on paper because it's volatile, to say the least.
Oh, yeah.
This is one of the reasons why, right? We saw Rat start off really excellent, but now the wall shatter is on Kreeg's end, and we have this YRC with the purple RC to cancel out of bad move, and now it's trying to open up and set up properly, and we do that.
Wow. That was actually a very good navigation of the space too, especially with positive bonus on Kreeg's end there, because Kreeg could have constantly reset pressure. Being able to get that YRC opportunity and escape is critical for Rat. Has to be so careful. Stank applied, no deodorizing this with a clone to help you out.
These heavy gunshots coming into play and then getting the 2k2D. Burst still coming into effect with at least meaning that it hits the screen now. Now it's just defense from Rat. Great challenge with the throw, and we're going to be able to set up the hair wheel as well.
Trying to close the gap with the command dash, and we swipe through. 5P knocking the ant here with that fastball from Rat. A little bit quicker on the draw is Millia Rage. Should be able to get this wall splat pretty soon. Just get TK Bad Moon. That's the first one hitting throughout the set so far.
And shots coming in again into play. There goes the clone with right on that pixel, but the Lust Shaker faster than the reload.
Got a little too confident with that reload right there. It seems like a little close for Lust Shaker range for that one, and wrapping it up. And again, too, just it's so, like you said, it's a volatile matchup because if you catch a stray as Millia, you're probably, in most scenarios, not going to be able to stand back up and close the gap there. But again, the way that Rat approaches this matchup, the quick decision making to close that gap, even though they're cursed, is able to open that up against Kreeg.
Really good defense too from Rat.
Yeah.
The call outs as well, patience, but that throw that's gonna whip is gonna lead into that counter hit, and now Rat had to use the burst. The hell coming into play. As the 2K to do the burst from Kreeg. It's gonna put that this full screen. We had Curse Ball in play, as well as the heavy gunshots. We're gonna get the full concentration back. Now we do have to reload, but we have that hard knockdown to get at least 3 loads back. But the 2P is the red RC, but Kreeg also responding with their own 2P.
Jeez, has to set up with the clones right there, but able to fight through it. Rat not going to get punished at all, and that's, you know, a nice little boon right there. 1 bullet is all that Kreeg has here. The slash punish, going to get that shatter.
Hard knockdown setup. We're going to try to go for the corner carry, but the attempt to get hair car is going to get counter hit, but Lush Shake into the red RC, and right in time, just before Kreeg gets burst, we're going to go into that second round now with that full bar.
Again, just that full screen game has to be so careful now that stank is applied. Oh, geez, the 2S got a little too confident on the run-up.
Just a little bit, and then we're going to enter 2X Machina. This is a hard knockdown, and like you mentioned earlier, right before we hop into this game, it's just one of these instances where you get hit by these bullets, you get hit with these stray shots, and Millia is losing quite a bit. It goes to 2K2B, and this is going to go for the full corner carry. The patience on Rat not to use that burst in this moment. Taking acknowledgement, and we're going to go into this next round with that full bar.
The wall assault extension, very nice stuff, and threads the needle in the left-right scenario on that disc setup. One more significant interaction for Rat to close out the round, taking the game lead at 2-0. Blocks the burst. We should be wrapping this up. Absolutely, spend that overdrive. Don't even need to. Good kill from Rat.
Very nicely done, and also good. Once again, good note of resource management. Called out the burst bait very well. I believe that used red RC, if I'm not mistaken, to actually force the burst to happen in that instance, and was just able to punish Kreeg right there fully. I'm kind of understanding why Rat's known as the Happy Chaos Slayer.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, a player like Rat, just the movement in general from Rat has been nothing short of impressive in the time that we've seen Rat on TNS. And it's so overwhelming to see this because, again, you know, the kind of same scenario that we saw with the Baiken matchup earlier. Both characters don't have a reversal on Wake Up without utilizing meter, and certainly just in the case of Happy Chaos, you just don't. Oh my gosh. All right, so able to get another cross-up opportunity here. Put you right back in the disc.
I love that. Rat calling out that Kreeg was just trying to get out of the disc, trying to find a way, tried to rush forward, but was ready for it.
Aircar carry, no wall assault extension this time. Wants to hold on to burst by the looks of it here. Opposite side TK Baboon. I didn't even see her warp through. Like, what? Close slash, stagger pressure, and there is no escape. That 2P quick on the draw. Wall assault drops. Hello? That's so unfortunate.
The air gap from Kreeg, we're going to actually delay and then get to 2K2D to get the gunshots going out. The shift corner carry onto the wall shatter, and we're going to get wild assault for the hard knockdown, and essentially just one good opening for Kreeg to open up Rat here. Gets the blue RC. Oh, opens Rat up completely.
That is so unfortunate. I just a little bit too late on that wall assault. That is tragic because that was certainly Rat's game and just one mistake.
Kreeg trying to complete this round to get on this board and stay alive. You're going to get the heavy gunshot and concentration and then into the Machina. And that is a lot of damage to hold for Rat. Something we've seen before. Rat able to make some of these comebacks happen. Curse ball goes out and play. And now it's just steady aim for direct hits essentially. Concentration, fully recharge, another curse ball. We're gonna reload. Rat not able to make it in time, but we got gold burst.
Okay, we got the Capel. We're gonna carry coast to coast with another hair card. Heavy still got another side swap. And again, Kreeg just getting opened up on these left to right mixes here, just walking right into the close slash, not quite into the shatter, but hair card pressure again. Blocks the YRC. Wait a minute here. No, got caught jumping. You can't jump against Happy Chaos. And point blank range, no way I can miss this one. Pulls the trigger, does Kreeg.
Kreeg held that gunshot aim too. That wasn't a curse ball gunshot. That was, I'm gonna hold this aim. It's gonna hit the target. Whatever happens, happens.
Hit with the Trinity dodge this. Oh my goodness.
This is why we say that Millia and Happy Chaos are volatile. Like, we literally saw where both characters were at, what, not even 25%, and then make some of the most insane reads insane openings to then have these like very intense scramble moments that they are very stressful.
I mean, victory slipped right through the fingers of Rat, and we'll see if Rat can kind of, you know, keep their clutches on this one here. Air throw works out again for Kreeg. I mean, 2 for 2 on those situations there.
Into gunshot. Blocks in the air. And then uses burst.
Has to stank out, avoids the super, which is great news for Kreeg, so that we can kind of set up this reload situation, build a little more concentration. There's no avoiding the burst. That doesn't work anymore. You can't hurt me. Actually, you could. You really could. Please.
I like that Kreeg is calling out some of these clones. Notice what the response was from Rat, and then kind of backing away just enough where we could get that whip punish as well. Goes for the air grab, this time not going 3 for 3, instead just 2 out of 3.
Yeah, Rat is on the move. Oh, misses the far slash there. Success from TampaNeverSleeps here.
Then hard knockdown off after that wall shatter. Rat with gold burst, tried to get the gold burst but was unsuccessful. I feel like that was
supposed to be regular. Yeah, like that should have been regular burst in that situation here, and unfortunately, because we weren't blocking a bullet. That's a raw gold burst and a tying of the score. Kreeg 2-all in the set. And that's tough, like, because it wasn't a steady aim shot that you would have blocked. And that would have been ideal. If you had steady aim shot, you blocked it, you have all the time to go for that burst opportunity to try to close that gap. But tragically, we're just go for normal shots here with, you know, from the hip. Not able to get that regular burst that we're looking for, getting gold. That's the only change. That's a positive change, right? The full screen burst, but gold burst still had to touch the opponent because it only gives positive bonus now.
Yep. Now, with this, we are going into game 5. So what this is looking like is really trying to not let Kreeg do this reverse 3-0. We are seeing a more aggressive Rat coming through. But first of all, in play, actually stubs the creation of the clone.
It's good.
To be able to get the overdrive for the hard knockdown. So yeah, Rat playing a little more aggressive right now. Definitely those last 2 games. Frustrating to say the least, but gonna make these adjustments.
Oh no. Alright. Got that full distance here. Got caught. I think we were just trying to jump, maybe? Like that's, or even like a forward dash still. Being opened up with that steady aim shot from the curse and a good rip of damage. Hard knockdown, but not able to get the Oki situation going here. A far slash will work out for Rat in this corner carry. What's that YRC potential, maybe? Ooh, trying to get a drift startup.
The 60 lands! And we actually reload off of the hard knockdown. Tries to backdash. The double backdash is not going to work here, though. Rat was ready to take it. Oh my gosh.
Nice backdash. 2K, 2D. 2P, no shot for you. We got the command dash throw. We're going to get this disc Oki one more time with Capel, but that gives so much room for Kreeg, and we have a car. It's made of hair. Not the most ideal on efficiency, but it does get some mileage.
I'm sure it's fine. Gets the job done. We got the throw right now. Clone goes out, but Rat's just going to avoid it completely. Gets the counter! It's going to be able to avoid the clone completely because it does go on that cooldown. The TK...
Have our wild assault. Yeah. I mean, Kreeg trying to preemptively stop a lot of that movement from Rat, but able to navigate that space. And good stuff from Kreeg. Everstoic still able to close out the round with only a single touch to do so. But yeah, we see a lot of Kreeg really trying to preemptively shut down Rat's approach, especially when they were on top of the clone that had the whip punish opportunity, and even trying to set up a clone in the corner situation that gave Rat the room to jump out and really take the lead of that last round. But here we go, once again, the exact same position that we were in the previous round, but this time Rat with 100% meter with throw. That, no, just a couple more frames is what you were looking for. Close slash works out for Kreeg, and a shatter in return with 50% life left for Rat. stop.
Didn't go for the curse ball, instead tried to go for it straight into gunshot. And Rat said, far slash for you, my good Kreeg. Oh my gosh.
All three of those final interactions, nobody wanted to block.
Nobody.
That's how aggressive that got towards the end. Turbulence moves further forward for more consistent confirms. Yeah, they didn't have any trouble with that though, Dostro, you know.
Yeah. I was gonna say, it's more of the, just the fact that, like, we're not gonna really see these DPs get full combo advantage like we saw before in earlier seasons.
Right. Far and heavy slash come through here. Got the sword set up from SQ, and pressure doth begin because we have positive bonus, full crank wrist. Let's get the tap dust and a grip of damage to boot. Thank God for burst, because that was about to be a wild assault extravaganza for SQ. She's gonna get the overdrive with almost no damage.
And there goes the rock stomp, and with that vacuum effect, easily gonna pick it up here against MFCR.
Flash does work out there for MFCR. All bounce, wild assault, beautiful stuff with a 50% life lead for it. Nice call.
Left the stagger to try to go for the throw, does get the parry out. We're gonna get the side switch, and we do get the counter hit against SQ with a little bit of that drop to create the overhead. You have to react to that, and you're not just going to be able to in that corner. And MFCR actually answering, I think, back with a perfect.
Yes, indeed. All right, another guard point comes through, goes to the rock slam, not going to work out. Too far to get the vacuum effect here, but the overhead. Burst from SQ, she's still going to get caught by a strafe. Stan K. This is our full punish opportunity.
This is an excellent punish opportunity. And we're going to go into that overdrive to maximize this amount of damage. Hard knockdown as well. With the setup on Stomp to get the flip. We're going to have Swords Explode to get the far slash. But MFCR trying to get these bursts going forward. Protects the throw here. Tries to catch the blue RC, but SQ is going to get a hit in. Ooh. And the dash of grab after the DP. SQ very much prepared. That's like that again. That is a big change that for Leo on those DPs. We're seeing more of the, I believe it's the slash DP, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
And that's the only one that's gonna try to hit off of like on reversal that has those invulnerability frames.
Right.
But again, it's shorter. It's a shorter distance, so you're not gonna see those longer ranges. And you're not going to get a lot of damage off of it compared to what you were getting in those earlier seasons. And that is really hurting MFCR here because it's creating an opportunity for SQ to go for full punishes. Dashing away, just get it with the 5K. Pressure goes out, but if you get the jump slash going through. Hard knockdown available. Bounce go out, and then catching MFCR with the fling of the sword into another overdrive. Yeah, that's gonna kill no matter what guts you have.
Yeah, tries to go for the guard point. 2K opens up for SQ here, but not a solid, not even close enough for it really. MFCR coming into this with plenty of resources. What a 5P call out. MFCR are going to get that corner positioning with wild assault here to strip and get that knockdown, of course. Ooh!
I like it. It was a cheeky blue RC, but SQ reacted and then was able to get the purple RC. Here goes this DP, but the 2P to stop the momentum from MFCR is going to be able to block this overdrive, but the purple RC is going to keep it safe.
I mean, that whole shimmy scenario was an expensive shimmy. 50% meter to go for a shimmy attempt against SQ. Didn't even get the opener there. SQ was able to chase that PRC, and now here we are. Holding that corner position again. Tap does confirm. Thank God you got burst out of there. That far slash connected. Good stuff. Should be able to close and does.
SQ right now about to get burst with just a little bit of time passing by, but gets hit by this overhead. Yep, gonna use that burst and cash out. Gets the stomp, gonna dash up and get far slash, but the PK into the DP from MFCR is gonna catch SQ, and we have the grab as well as the overhead plus the dash cancel, and another little bit of a shimmy to get the OTG from the overdrive for the kill, and MFCR is now on the board.
Yeah, one all tied up here. Yeah, I mean, of course, still hitting the ground running as Leo. Because, like I said at the top, right, a lot of those changes just fairly light, but also a little bit more consistent in combo routing outside of making him a little more manageable on knockdown. And SQ, she's still handling herself very well, especially in those corner situations. And building up on risk, I think MFCR is taking note of that, right? We're holding on to burst on this corner scenario too if we get called out. Not really relying on slash DP as much as we were earlier before. But with the Wild Assault start, it does mean you're not going to get burst. And then we're going to go back into it again. Positive bonus. And SQ, she's looking to cycle back into another Wild Assault opportunity before the opponent gets burst. We'll see this game plan happen quite often with set play characters like this. But oh my god, right back at you, returning the favor is MFCR.
I like that blue RC to try to open up SQ here. The YRC though to push back MFCR. And that's a little bit of a range game. Gets the parry. Now does trade, but MFCR is the one who's going to win it. Blocks the gold burst attempt. And a very good read there from MFCR to clean this round up.
Alright, nice. Got the 2K. Yeah, absolutely calling out the fact that MFCR really leading into a lot of guard point round starts here, or at least like interaction starts. And it's a fine call because it's going to catch so much of what Ramlethal wants to do at mid-screen. But now we have that adjustment from SQ. She's going to start calling these out. Jump back K, holding that corner position, but lost sword 2D. And we're going to carry here, so that's an extension for MFCR.
And a full wall shatter too to end it with a Wild Assault. Super optimal. And we're going to get some of this 6P offensive game. Tries to backdash though on SQ. You gotta be careful. Ramlethal can reach these moments with a full and confirm from Wild Assault into the overdrive. And we're going to get an OTG right after. She's going to be able to block, but MFCR is going to use purple RC to keep that overdrive safe. But SQ is just ready. Gonna fling out the sword and vacuum. MFCR not really having a lot of things to work with. It's gonna have to use that DP to try to get out of it, and it just doesn't work.
Yeah, MFCR tried to 6P through that sword toss, and it was just a little bit off. I think it was probably just how, you know, the sword's huge, so that rate of speed, you're already caught inside of it. Maybe the 6P was just a little bit too early. It's a fair call here, but MFCR with a 50% round start, red RC pickup. We might be killing here in the last interaction because we got the strip on burst. SQ has to hope she gets a straight hit and pulls it back with a perfect round. Not a chance.
So good from MFCR to read the deflective shield. Okay, so we saw MFCR do Wild Assault to stop the burst attempt in this last round. Then on top of that was calling out that like the only option that SQ could probably do for defense was the deflector shield. So backed away to allow it to allow MFCR rather to go for the full hit and then be able to punish, like you said, to try to get an opening on SQ, where she was really trying to just play a good defense game but wasn't able to.
And that's the thing of it too. SQ, she tried to do the exact same thing. You're seeing it here in this round start. We got the strip, and it's such a great call. If you're gonna get a wall break at round start, that's, I mean, why not start with that? You have a full burst. If you know you're gonna control the pace of the match off rip with this positive bonus, risk gauge building, of course spend the Wild Assault like that. We're gonna get another one. No burst again. You spent the whole first round with no burst on either side. It's a high risk but high reward decision to make. And SQ, the queen of corner lockdown, will absolutely run this set play.
Really good right now from SQ. Backdashes to avoid getting hit by the far slash. Rekka goes out into the fast RC, and we get the close slash to catch the backdash. Pickup here from MFCR though, and like you mentioned, it's now sort of like a little bit of a slow grind to get these bursts back, with SQ being probably the first one. to try to get it, but because of that half mark, both players have access to either Wild Assault or to deflect the shield. SQ now with that burst bar full. We're gonna get MFCR to use Red RC, and we should be able to get the wall shatter as well with that Wild Assault.
The RC sneaks in the throw, not bad. I think it was a 2P startup there from MFCR. Not finding the mark. Good backdash. SQ not overextending. There's the Red RC. I knew I was completely wrong about the Red RC there. Of course Leo can still do that. It's just the heavy chance. That's it. You lose out on the invulnerability.
That 2K into the Wild Assault. It's not going to connect, but we do get connect this Wild Assault against SQ. We're going to get the wall shatter. Hard, nope, not hard knockdown, apologies. Carry goes out though into another Red RC. SQ having to burst here. It is her last chance to survive against MFCR, but the air throw, this is it.
MFCR 3-1 victory over SQ. One scary thing that you're going to run up against, you know, is someone who is a set player against somebody who cannot be conditioned, like MFCR, because they had that strong confidence in the corner to break out. And here we go, Lazer up against Marvelo. Speaking of confidence in the corner, Marvelo certainly won with Chipp, but Lazer on Baiken. This is another top 8 qualifier, folks.
Indeed. Marvelo, quite a frequent top 8 player in TNS, but
Jesus!
what a DP!
See,
a little bit.
What did I say? The confidence in the corner to break out of scenarios, the confidence into neutral from Marvelo, and again, you're playing Chipp, so of course, you play life at a dangerous pace here. And really any Chipp player gonna get the wall jump into throw, you're done. Marvelo understood the assignment.
Marvelo is just, it's just that confidence, right? And Lazer, they get the Kabari, does get the Yodazen here, and with the wall bounce, and that should be able to go into Wild Assault for the hard knockdown. Again, Chipp being this glass cannon character, but do not count Marvelo out. Like we mentioned, probably one of the best players to remain super confident, but we do get the back hit off of the Yodazen. Now it's just a matter of trying to hit with that bar slash or 2S, and you get the 2S.
All right, all resources back on the table for Marvelo here. And great opportunity if we can find that hit to start things off. A little bit of a Wild Assault just to strip a little bit further away from burst. Wild Assault confirmed though. You'll miss out on the hard knock. I'm staying corrected. The final hit, I just saw that meter. I'm like, well, we're gonna wait for the shatter, but knowing we're not gonna get the full wall splat, Marvelo just let it rip the moment that tension was available. And they knew for a fact that's an optimal route right there. Locking the gun.
Oh, but we have the DP off of reversal. And the shift corner carry as well from Marvelo, not to get the last hits. The backdash is away, does get hit by counter hit 2S though. That's a safe setup into Tiger Knee. Yodazen first comes into play. Marvelo tries to go for Red RC to save deflect shield, but the punish off of the 6H.
Hold those frames. Nice tech. What a call out from Lazer, but again, a Rekka series from Marvelo. Relentless pressure from Chipp. Absolutely tearing apart that defense that you can only block for so long against this character.
Can only do that. I mean, I feel like that's one of the reasons why when I think about Chipp, I truthfully think a lot about like what Marvelo does with the character, more than anyone. I mean, obviously we have a couple of iconic Chipp players, and they've shown off their own skills. But when I think about what makes Chipp like super strong, there's Marvelo the player, and then there's Marvelo mastering Chipp as a character completely. And that's just one, like, this is one of those instances.
Yeah, I think a lot of the Chipp players very quickly kind of grew into understanding how this character can really explode. Marvelo is definitely, you know, the corner mix style kind of player. Of course, you know, some of that comes from Marvel as well. You know, just being able to pressure the opponent, stealing turns away, and Marvelo definitely has that in spades. And knows how to be brave too. Like that's a theme I'm also carrying across multiple games. Be brave, because sometimes these high risk give high reward, and that is literally the epitome of what Chipp is capable of. Goes to the clone set up here on Gamma Blade. 6P's right through the side swap. Not going to find the mark.
There's a counter hit. The parry come out from Fork Laser. And we do have Tether set up. But it's Marvelo who's going to win the air-to-air. Going to use Red RC to try to fade out the burst. But Fork Laser's like, let me hold on to it. It is too early. Plus, it's too much of a deficit on health to risk it.
Jeez. At the jump dust, finding a way here. Jump P's out is Marvelo. There you go. Got a little bit of a strip there. Not quite getting the shatter, but we got the plus frame pressure. Overhead does get blocked with Red RC. Pressure continuing. You don't get to hold that out for free. What a read from Marvelo. It's giant orange light will tell you that's a warning. But the air throw from Pork Laser.
There goes the counter hit from the air, and that's going to cost Pork Laser with Marvelo going up 2-0 right now. Yeah, that deflective shield is so punishable. It's a great mechanic for very specific scenarios, but for the most part, you have to be careful when you put that out, especially when you have characters that can utilize their moves to actually create spacing to back away, and then you're left open because it's a high recovery. And not only that, you just wasted a bar of burst to do it too. So it's like, it's a good mechanic, but you have to be very, very smart about it. You have to be conscious and know when's the best opportunity to do it on a block string.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a nice defensive option to have, especially for a character that has no, reversal opportunities. You're trying to find that gap to open up the opponent, and Zoxon is definitely the can opener of all sorts of combos here. Nice tether. Zoxon missing the anti-air opportunity. Nice parry, though. Great call out for Pork Laser. That's another very airtight scenario, too, where that's such a difficult read to make. Because one earlier in the first game, Pork Laser with that throw attack in the corner was absolutely insane. That parry in the neutral jump, though, also insane.
Oh my gosh, the 5K multiple hits to try to open you up, and it's successful as Marvelo is able to get the wall shatter.
Keeping up Red RC pressure. Oh, too far for the 6P in the corner, but a good little backdash for Marvelo. I think the 6P was just in case if it was a threat from Baiken to press there, so you can low profile, because that slash would have been 6P for sure. Backdash will get scooped by the firecracker.
An attempt to try to punish the Shibari, especially on the cross-up was there, but it wasn't successful. Purple RC to try to avoid getting grabbed from Pork Laser, but
oh.
H is gonna hit. And then we have the 2K thanks to the tether, and that is an easy cleanup crew for Pork Laser to get on the board right now against Marvelo.
You have to worry about down air in more than one game, and Guilty Gear is definitely one of them. Eventually, Baiken coming to smash. You heard it here first, folks, whenever that happens. But yeah, down that jump heavy slash, I can't believe how long that lingers out. It's definitely a full stop wall for Chipp in that scenario here, because again, you're going to play a dangerous game, especially when you get tethered up, because that's going to build so much damage. There's no escape for Chipp there.
Duel 1.
Very hard to try to escape in those situations, but Pork Laser is definitely adjusting. Marvelo gonna start applying pressure, gets the 2K2D, and then we also get Wildfall for the hard knockdown. Again, sets up on this pressure right now.
Gamma tries to go for that shield. Deflection working out this time for Pork Laser. 6P coming through for Marvelo. Tap does get the extension. Should be killing here. No, too far for the Rekka!
Pork Laser not going to be able to keep this safe. That is a clean punish for Marvelo.
That was definitely supposed to be gunshot super. It's not supposed to be. It might have been, but the expectation for Marvelo to overextend, that would have been another big bet. But what do I say? Chances to be champions out here, so maybe in another reality.
Rogue Tech. Has to go for the overhead, goes for the drift RC downwards. I like that. Whiffs the grab, goes into a quick purple RC to get the 6P. Tries to contest, is able to grab Marvelo in the air. The tether, though, doesn't reset on that cooldown, so it does expire. Jumps the command grab, gets a counter hit Yoda's Zen, but no hit confirmed. And now it's Marvelo who's going to get hit by the Yoda's Zen again, and a counter hit to boot from the bar slash.
round apiece. Good round start for Pork Lazer. That's a wild assault opportunity if you want to strip a little bit more from Marvelo, but that backdash would have missed that wild assault opportunity there from Pork Lazer.
Opportunity. There goes the wild assault to stop Pork Lazer from getting burst. It's slowly coming back though. Red RC drift upwards. And I do like that. I tried to be on the other side though after that burst happened, but was just a little closer to the wall than expected. But again, this can't pick up, and there you have it. Marvelo heading into top 8 on the winner's side against Pork Lazer.
It's a good 3-1 victory right there over the Pork. Will help out a lot of players here. So here we go. SQ up against UMISHO.
I love that UMISHO is doing using Soul and doing so well too with this character. Very still much an explosive character as well, but SQ they got hit by his counter hit, but was definitely locking down UMISHO in those moments.
Ooh, 2S. Gonna get a lot of big follow-ups, but yeah, I couldn't agree more. UMISHO, she's going back to her roots with Soul Bad Guy, of course, being that original character she picked up before Happy Chaos started running on the mean streets. But look at Soul. I'm not gonna lie, one of my favorite fighting game characters of all time. Like, look how cool this guy is. Boom, Bandit Bringer, done.
He's so bad guy.
Oh, I see what you did.
God. Yeah, see, you got it. There goes this wall shatter here from UMISHO. So much damage. It's crazy because the last patch was supposed to scale damage, but that did not look like any sort of scaling whatsoever.
So historically, folks, the game is balanced around Soul Bad Guy, historically. Soul was the middle of the road, and then everyone else just filled in around him. You can look back. This is true. This is how they used to balance Guilty Gear. Now it's probably different. I assume it's different, but Soul, poster boy for a reason. You know, just let him be Soul. Right, he is the vision. Of course. Did you change up how his Bandit series works? Kind of messed me up a little bit there, but that's okay. I made adjustments. But yeah, this legacy character hits like a truck, has so much versatility in combo routing. You can kind of just make it up as you go and still find a beautiful opportunity here. And the way that UMISHO will be playing in this situation here is kind of holding that corner much like SQ would want to do and waiting on that next interaction to get the hard knockdown. That's the game plan here. Jesus Christ! UMISHO, why?
And you know what? I think this is one of the reasons why UMISHO went with Soul Bad Guy is that you're able to just pick up so creatively. And most of the characters in Strive, you can do that for sure. But I feel like with certain characters, you have to remain as completely optimal or as just full on, like, this is your game plan for the rest of, like, the games, right? And not much changes. But with characters like Soul, you can really be creative and still implement your most optimal damage as well. And this is exactly what we're seeing from UMISHO, especially against SQ, who's trying to be more methodical with the Ram.
No bigger follow-up quite yet there. I think if you went for heavy slash into Bandit just a single hit, you wouldn't be able to get that 5k pickup 6S. But again, still able to go coast to coast is UMISHO right now. Positive bonus building up that burst. SQ will have one more shot here with the burst of her own.
Tries to walk up a little bit, but
there it is.
On the burst.
Darned if you do, darned if you don't scenario. Like, the gamble was even worse to not burst right there. It only made sense, and either way, even if you didn't, the final touch would have killed from Soul. So if you came back down after that DP, it's a wrap anyways. So look, if you want to go down with your pride intact, you burst anyways. So don't leave that on the table. No one can tell you otherwise.
Yeah, and sometimes you never know. Like, you could be playing against someone that's like super focused on achieving the kill, that when you do burst, it's like, oh wait, I completely disregarded that. Like, sometimes you can catch your opponents lacking in some of those like last minute heroic efforts for sure. I think with SQ right now, what I'm seeing more than anything is that she's really struggling against these aggressive characters for sure. Like, she's not able to complete her corner setups like that she wants to. She's not landing the stomp as much as she would like to, which is
Right.
I feel like when I've seen SQ play, it's been a big integral part into how she can catch you either whiffing or backdashing, and it's almost like she just keeps getting pressured essentially from characters like Sol and Leo that we saw earlier today. So UMISHO is doing a really good job in stopping SQ from her game plan, but in these instances, it's costing SQ quite a bit.
Yeah, the explosivity of these characters that SQ has caught up against makes it very difficult. And it's, you know, she's no stranger to it. She's been surviving it since season 1 of Guilty Gear Strive. And even in Exurge, she's had to deal with the explosivity of characters across the cast. But this is tough, right? Because you're playing your set play, but you're going against players that will find an opportunity in your gas section to 6H.
I can't believe it's
decisions like that that probably break so much of set play from SQ, where it's just you don't think about that happening. Like me in SQ's shoes, I'm not thinking about that 6H at all. Like, you are afraid of my set, but again, like those minor gaps, you don't have to worry about that fear. You open up with a DP or just take the whip punish opportunity, and UMISHO's definitely taking those chances.
All right, this is a great pickup here for SQ, a hard knockdown, and we're going to keep the corner as well against UMISHO. Is going to use the blue RC. Does not block the wire, so he's going to get hit by it, but that 5K is going to stop UMISHO from advancing. Beautiful air throw and gets the OTG. Very nicely done there from SQ.
Good stuff with the windshield wipers, and good stuff from Envelope with a $10 donation. Thank you so very much. Help it out in that Matcherino.
Let's get out of this corner, and is successful in it. A trade, but worth it for sure. Does with the grab, but because the Bandit Bringer was still in recovery, as he doesn't get punished, the Rekka does land. Dashes under UMISHO, Stomp goes out. We do get the landing on the far slash, but the Knight Vortex is gonna land. We don't get a full hit confirm, but it was just enough to get the corner carry. And now it is just stagger into the wild throw.
Now that that's been introduced, now we have to think about Sol as a grappler. Oh, the Daro counter? Hello? Locked on target, fire. Let me get that splat. We're about even here now. Oh my god!
So good, but it is not going to be able to stop the whiff punish that SQ was able to achieve, but SQ's on the board.
This is a loser side qualifier for top 8. This isn't even top 8, but this is a top 8 caliber match that we're getting before that. That is... Yeah, and you know, who would have thought that card cancel coming through? It's a fair call, too, because the other option is just DP. That's the natural option for Sol. But it being a hard knockdown scenario, that's the riskier option, right? You're guessing the fact that, oh, well, SQ mistimed her meeting potentially on that Oki, and that's probably not gonna happen.
Yeah, exactly, and you know, that's where deflect shield is coming to really nice advantage on those situations. But here we go, SQ getting out of the corner, trying to claw her way out, but the counter hit is gonna be launching.
So cool. Yo, chat, respect the Khoruh cancel. Gunflame Fate. That was OD. Look, y'all probably see it. I can't get enough of that. Like, Sol's just so cool. 6P, try to go for Wild Assault right there to strip the burst. SQ not having it. Yeah, that would have been a full corner carry combo to wall splat off that 6P too, had that Wild Assault carried through.
It lands the vacuum as well, and then does get the reversal for the wall shatter. We're gonna keep this pressure going. One sword left for Ram. She's gonna have to try to pick it up. The stomp goes out. The sword does come back in time. And now UMISHO is trying to apply some pressure. Goes for the gunflame. Oh, the 2S.
Alright, not quite close enough to get the close slash follow-up after. Jump out of this corner here. 2K2. You pick up with another Wild Assault coast to coast. And that's another layer of just Sol being so terrifying. There is no escape from the offense of Sol bad guy, especially with so many opportunities to confirm off straight hits. And by golly, UMISHO has a mastery of being able to confirm off those stray hits. A 3-1 victory here over SQ. This is the best way to view it. You view it live, you get the side conversations, you get to see all the cool stuff we talk about. But there's a YouTube channel, youtube.com/@TampaNeverSleeps. MFCR and Rat to kick things off on our winner side top 8.
It's just so simple and clean. A whip
Ooh,
on.
baby.
And here we have Rat gonna get hit by the burst. He's gonna get pushed to the corner. And MFCR is gonna start applying pressure. Tries to air the air, but instead waits it out just a little bit, calling out that Rat was gonna go for Capel.
Yes, indeed. And G-Tech, thank you so very much for that $15 contribution into the pot. Greatly appreciate it.
Ooh. The block on the overhead with the 2P and the instant Moon, and this is going to be a fabulous pickup right here for Rat. It's going to wall shatter as well. Capel goes onto the other side. MFCR is not going to be able to react to it in time, and the overdrive is going to clean it up for Rat. Oh my gosh, the dash just grabbed!
Yeah. Rat's moving. Oh, the backdash on the overhead. Like, that's one thing for sure. The MFCR was getting away with overheads time and time again against SQ earlier. And Rat being able to avoid this one here, you know, taking note that MFCR feel a little happy on these overheads right now. 6P.
Ooh, that was a great 6P. And this is a lot of damage. It's practically unscaled damage. Red RC to keep the DP safe. But a punish here from Rat is going to be able to grab in this instance. And we're gonna get the wall shatter to block out the block out the burst and then go into the winged overdrive for a hard knockdown.
That was quite the dive right there too. Calls out DP, Red RC. Let's keep the pressure going with the jump P. Chat, I can't believe you let me think that you couldn't Red RC anymore. What the heck?
Oh, the 5P twice, 3 times in a row, but wasn't going to be able to fully commit to a special, but we got the head stop still.
Oh yeah, that close slash, the head banger. Deal breaker. Nice, got the Capel block. Good left right block from MCR too. Trying to steal that back. Turbulence not going to do. Nice flash kick here from MFCR. No guard point, and that's respectable, but the air throw is even more respectful.
Sprinter on another throw. Tried to open up with the overhead. Oh, we do get the flash kick again, and we're gonna get the Red RC to let it float down. 2K2D though from Rat, and another 2K2D to set up the pinwheel. Oh,
I'm surprised a low didn't come through there. Nice 2P to call it out. Yeah, this matchup, definitely terrifying to deal with too, as a Millia player. Simply because of the reversal flash kick, right? There's no input execution that's gonna mix me up. If you go left, right, it's just down, up, baby. And that's all I need to do. Down, up button, and I take to the skies.
it works. Let's fly with the Leos, be able to get those counter hits. I'm curious if some of these, I wouldn't call them drops, but more of like forced resets, is to help MFCR slow down Rat, because I feel like that's the key more than anything against Rat's game plan. Is let's slow you down, let's stop you from trying to pick up the pace immediately and stop your momentum, and then we can then become more aggressive and pick up our pace.
That pays off for MFCR too. Ooh, nice TK, bad move.
Full hair cart, and we get the confirm. Now this does wall shatter. Back onto this mid-screen game. Goes up to grab purple RC and misses. Enter a combo. The 6P though from MFCR, and we're gonna open up Rat as well. Tries to go for the overhead.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I looked away for a second thinking that Rat had just won it, and I didn't hear the slash. My heart just sank. That. I heard the PRC, no finish. Come on now. That's a heartbreaker. The air throw from MFCR.
Gold burst from Rat. We're now in positive bonus. This goes out. Hair card goes through. Not gonna use any purple RC because he just was keeping it safe. A force burst from MFCR, and we get the counter hit for hair card, and then this setup as well again. Eating the flash kick, going for the trade, does get the counter hit, and gets the hit confirmed.
Alright, still making up for that round, but oh no. Okay, yeah. Making up for that loss in the round there, and Rat, a little bit less on burst resources, but should be getting this back in just a moment. Oh no, I thought it was on the left side too. Same side now.
Totally also fell for it as well. That was so cheeky. Okay, there goes bad move. And this should hit confirm actually.
Charge dust. You know, why not Wall Assault? Alright, Lust Shaker. Yeah, because there was a burst opportunity. Oh, well, to be fair, the next touch was going to kill no matter what. Like, you couldn't burst that situation. So,
that is true, yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Either way, it was fine. Missed a hard knockdown opportunity, but literally just a sneeze away from death. Like,
I feel like
it's also Leo.
I feel like though, with the way Lust Shaker works, especially with it's a little faster and it reaches, I think regardless if there was a hard knockdown, Lust Shaker would have just ended it. It was a chip damage situation. So it was honestly exactly what Rat wanted. Just the method to get there was it could have been different, especially depending on like your stance on like, okay, I just want to get this over with.
Right. Same side again. Okay, that's so tricky, that fastball. It's always been tricky. 2D flash kick. The MFCR special. But of course, like, why not? You do have that resource and being able to RC after.
Okay, that's a side switch. Very nicely done. And we're also going to get the wall shatter to start a positive bonus. But the far slash hit, and Rat's going to be able to go for a corner carry, set up this, and also take it back too.
That swayed by the momentum there from MFCR. Jeez, yeah, a little bit whip punish right there with the 2S on Rat's 2D. A couple wild assaults to try to open up Rat, and that's a positive takeaway there for Rat there. You didn't have to do anything, and MFCR spent all of the burst, but also MFCR is opening you up. Hair car works out. There was no meter. Rat with hair car, no meter.
It was a risk and a dream, and it worked. Now, we do have meter and burst available for Rat. And we're going to use that red RC to drift upwards and hit confirm to get the wall shatter. Now, this is a great return, especially considering the health deficit that Rat is in right now. Evening it up finally to take advantage, but MFCR with the red RC taking it on this second round.
Yeah, that was a very good jump dust there from MFCR. And yeah, that hair card, definitely a little bit of risk without meter, but the thought being that, all right, MFCR's in back turn stance, and low's going to work out. Even if MFCR tries to parry, it's not going to work out. You would have had to rush with overhead, and that would have traded at best. Dash through, doesn't get tossed out the window by Rat, but Rat got the RC with close slash pickup. Drops early, and the flash kick goes the wrong direction! What? How? How did... What?
Rat landed just before MFCR so that it didn't auto-place Rat in the side of the corner, like back to the corner. So MFCR unfortunately getting hit by that, but doesn't let it phase him. It's coming back stronger. Tries to get the template, but the PRC stops it.
Okay. All right, 2P got the interrupt. No backdash. 2S, 5-star with hair car. Red RC. Don't have to kill quite yet. The flash kick of the entry here from MFCR with the wild assault to strip the burst and guarantee the kill. No way. What a scrambled situation, because Rat knew for a fact that burst was on deck. They didn't have a wild assault opportunity there to try to strip. And I mean, I guess you could have. I am flabbergasted by the interaction between these two. I'll be honest with you. That is tough.
Yeah, I'm also flabbergasted too. I'm also kind of like, I mean, this is a top 8 match. This is exactly what, and mind you, this is just the first match of the top 8 side. First one. And we're already this volatile.
Assault opens up, and again, completely empty. Great throw on the dash up too. Tries to go for the crush, not going to work out here. Same side jump heavy for Rat. Good flash.
And getting the side switch as well. And be able to get wall shatter and positive bonus for MFCR. Gets the Capel so close to the ground with the hair car and setting up this. And it's defense time. MFCR is just gonna get opened up right here.
Got our Wild Assault again for the hard knockdown. Jump slash connects. That was, I can't believe it. Heavy flash kick startup. Oh, that 2P.
It's so good because it's quick and it also recovers quickly as well on block. But this is a huge pickup for MFCR. Practically what, 50% of life just gone in that very instant.
With air throw. Flying Rat a little bit more time and survivability here in this round. Oh, Capel shutting down DP. Let's go.
There goes the overdrive, but we're gonna end it with the purple RC to keep it safe and prevent from getting punished. But the Capel again, MFCR getting kind of hit often by Capel more than he would like to. There goes his counter hit though. Wild Assault to stop Rat from bursting. URC eats through the armor, and Rat's gonna take it with the ender of the Wild Assault. Oh yes.
Oh, all right. This is such a stressful match because, look, Millia is such a fragile character, and at any given moment, MFCR is going to pull the trigger. That's what terrifies me, especially too. We've seen back-to-back round starts where MFCR is willing to spend all burst gauge on Wild Assault just to strip Millia to potentially get that shatter, which again, that bet is huge. That risk reward is definitely leaning in high risk, but great reward if you get a shatter. But Rat, just this momentum alone, being airtight on block strings, like this is all with a purpose. The TK bad move gonna get blown up though, so we find an opening.
Good just blocks here from MFCR. Gets the counter hit. Another one just standing there menacingly. Gets the overhead, and that is going to go to the turbulence, and it's still here.
All in the set, and already MFCR are drawing first blood in this 5th game. Now the Wild Assault continue pressure, that risk gauge cranked. This will pay off in spades. We can get a confirm that's a mortal counter. Now we're out of it though.
Really quick up here from Rat. It's going to end this wall shatter with the Wild Assault. So that's going to create the hard knockdown for Rat. And we're going to get the RC. That was still such a slow overhead, and I feel like everyone got hit there. Even MFCR, as we saw here.
That's the first time Rat's used it, right? Like,
yeah, actually, I think in the entire night tonight, we've not seen that overhead. Oh, the purple RC allows Rat to air block it, and we're gonna get the reversal. But it's not.
Are you kidding? No! No! No!
No!
No!
Oh!
No!
Oh!
I'm not. No! Good job, MFCR, but no! Good job, MFCR! No! I'm not mad at you, MFCR! I'm not! I'm not! Why? Whoa!
That one needs to be clipped. That has to be clipped for later viewings. But here we have Dany versus Marvelo. Two very high-level Guilty Gear players blocking the burst already off of Marvelo. And we're gonna get the wall shatter. Purple RC.
Damage to start off here. Does hit the mark. Good just block. Yes. Good 2D knockdown as well. A lot of work here from Marvelo to do. He's certainly capable. If we get this carry coast to coast. By RC.
I like the YRC option here. Does get hit by the tap dust though, and another tap dust to get the dash cancel combo, but the burst late in event, this is called the hero burst with how low this health deficit is, and it's gonna work out for Marvelo as he's gonna be able to close this round. Talking about confidence earlier when we first saw Marvelo, this is the player that is just super confident. Okay. Today's just one of those nights, Zero.
Y'all put the glass cannon characters up first? This is how the chips fell, huh?
Yep. That is perfect right here for Dany. That was what we call the Kai Kisuke round. Just perfect play and thoughtfulness. Getting those counter hits. Great anti-air here from Marvelo, though, to be able to pick it up.
Yeah, after a round of Marvelo getting guilty gear, dash up 6 feet, a whip punish the far slash.
That sounds like normal guilty gear to me.
That's how it works. Chips get guilty geared on the regular. Chips got guilty geared before getting guilty geared was a thing.
This is a very nice pickup here from Marvelo.
Yes.
I believe that was off of just a frame block, if I'm not mistaken. So really nice stuff. Unfortunately, gets caught in the throw off of the recovery on landing. Purple RC tries to get Winty air to air, but then not really landing those hits entirely. Oh, the DP. Oh, this is not good for Marvelo. Yeah, this is 100% it.
I was just thinking before this happened. So that corner situation that that Marvelo had for that shatter, I sat there and looked at the resources and said, all right, we're working on 50% tension. Why not strip burst here? Like, we don't have burst quite yet on Dany's side. Well, we're saving burst for the next interaction because we're at 50% health on Chipp, so we want to be able to get out. And once we get kind of comfortable, like, okay, I can close this gap pressure, the decision was to Wild Assault. Who would have thought under any circumstance that the reaction from Dany would have been so quick to make that DP read? That spelled disaster for Marvelo and made that, that big savings on burst, on Wild Assault, just a complete disaster scenario. You're already a grip of damage. We're going to hold on to this burst for the round here. Dany will clean this up with a perfect round immediately after. And that's why we're holding on to burst. Instead of going for Wild Assault hard knockdown, it's like, here we go. That was a big gutsy start. Wait a minute.
And I think that's the biggest thing here between these two, right? And we're starting to see like this Wild Assault here in this situation. And then we have the overdrive projectile for the hard knockdown. But for Marvelo versus what we saw before, it's Chipp against Kai, who's going to be able to hit confirm very often. And Marvelo's the one that's actually having to work a little bit harder to open up as often as Dany's been. Having burst is just so crucial. I mean, we did get to see in the first game how Marvelo was able to do the heroic burst effect, especially with just that little bit of health, and still maintain the pressure that he needed to clean out the round. It's really important that he uses that as the asset to reset the neutral, to try again and catch Dany off guard. Whereas Dany, it's more about like, okay, I have it, I did it, now I can just try to open Marvelo up again with no problem.
Right. Yeah, man, the consistency of Kai Kisuke in general and the damage output is just so significant in this matchup. And the work that Marvelo has to do to even try to open up Kai. You're looking at the far reach, especially from far slash, and even just being able to apply set play, whether it be with KidDracula or even direct flat, because you see it right off rip. Shock state is applied. That's a great spot for me, and it's only a stun edge, right?
Yeah, and that's the other thing too to keep in mind. The status effect that's on Marvelo allows Kai to be able to continue pressure exactly like this, blocking the burst. And that's the clean hit that should not kill, actually. It's gonna go to direct flat instead.
That's so unfortunate that Marvelo stopped just shy of being able to 6P before the heavy stun edge started. We got the Wild Assault. May as well make it worthwhile since you don't have burst on this round anyways. The tap dust catches that FE crouch block from Marvelo. Slashes, no DP attempt here. Yeah, Marvelo is going to play a little more cautious right now since we don't have resources. TampaNeverSleeps finds its mark.
Oh no, this is definitely going to be very tough for Marvelo. Has no resources to try to even get out here. It's only the deflect shield. There goes the grab and the OTG. That's the Kai. That was such a clean match here from Dany.
I do hear our players getting ready and rocking, and 10 seconds left if you haven't subscribed to be able to watch this match begin. At the Chaos up against Baiken, Jack versus Lazer.
We originally saw Jack earlier with this very explosive Happy Chaos. Exactly, the wall slump setup into the wild assault makes everything good in these situations.
Everything good for who?
For Happy Chaos.
All right.
Sorry to the opponent, but it is what it is. Hard knockdown after 2x Machina, and that's a steady aim into heavy shot for the perfect.
All right, Jump He starts things off here to lock the air-to-air. And of course, Tap does gun. We'll get the pick up. Burst from Lazer. We try to get another shot at this neutral.
Fire goes out. Fast red RC to try to catch. The air-to-air does reach, but there's no hit confirmation. You get the tether though, and letting it catch the mat, catching that backdash from Jack.
Oh my goodness, the shot missed entirely. He's still stuck in the throw. That's a good route for Lazer right there. That is very fortunate. The bullet literally hit right in front of her, and it's got to have been the fact that grab connected first before. How'd you beat a gunshot with a throw?
It's just like how you beat a gun character with a sword. Good fall season. That 5K was going to get countered, but it wasn't a full counter. There goes the 60 though. This is a great pickup. Dash cancels in for the full corner carry. Recharges on concentration. Gets the jump key, but not going to be able to get the confirm. Roll goes through. And YRC from Jack to push back Lazer.
Burst, got the bar, toss out, jump. I can't believe Jump H actually got punished right after with the 6B because Yozansen was on the way. There's a Yozansen wall splat. Dust won't be able to kill quite yet. Last interaction here. And Lazer with the dash up slash for a kill. And what started to look like a strong start for Jack, especially to just what was Baiken to do? You got wall splat and then just constantly loaded pressure right after.
Yeah, and I think that's one of those things where at least we're seeing that Lazer is not getting overwhelmed by those pressure situations or sort of like that checkmate in that round. Instead, we actually saw the adaptation and even more challenges from Lazer, especially in the air, just like this.
Yeah, that jump slash was beautiful, but a 2S counter hit will work out for Jack, and we're bursting. I'm not going to let you get this wall splat, and now we're even on resources here. Oh no. Concentrate Deus Ex Machina for the reload as well. Oh no, the tail. Hard knockdown, steady aim with the stank applied. No deodorizing in this matchup.
Yep, that curse ball, one of the key components in the Happy Chaos match. Yep. Gonna get the knee to get the finishing ender. Now, Lazer is gonna have that burst in play. Gonna have to be a little bit careful though. There goes the goal burst. Was waiting for that opportunity.
Our positive bonus can make things work out here with the Pierce. Oh, too far away. I think a slash would have gotten that whiff puckers there if we immediately pressed, but it wouldn't have been a significant combo after. Jack would have fallen out. Deus Ex Machina after the wall splat worked out so well for Jack. So unfortunate. That was the opportunity for Lazer. Nice, goes for the left-right opportunity here, and Pork is ever stoic.
Nicely done, and Jack is on the board, tying it up 1-1.
Yeah, that definitely seemed to be more consistent, just like that first game was, where things didn't get too out of hand for Jack. The Beanstalk is still Quite the climb, though, if you want to advance on this top 8 side of things here. And you got to go through the pork to do it. You're going to mess with the Giants' pork? Really? Like, how's this dude going to eat?
Oh, Lord. With that being said, though, I do like that Jack is being conscious of what Pork Lazer trying to do in the air. Also, that those first balls I've seen him more often in these situations. They're trying to go for the more aggressive approach, because we know that at least with Happy Chaos, it's going to be a little hard to contest Pork Lazer as well as some of the Tommy mats to play. So here we go, hard knockdown. First ball is also already set up too. That's a 2x Machina.
Thank you so much to TampaNeverSleeps. Tong with the $20 contribution into the pot. I think it's at $62 in the match arena. Let's go. One step closer to, at the very least, this top 4 payout, folks.
Pork Lazer holding on to these bursts, especially going into the second round. While it does help a lot in the second round or the next round. Sometimes trying to burst a little earlier or as soon as you get it can also be beneficial if depending on the amount of damage that goes out.
Nice 2D here to get the knockdown out of the corner. Jack was doing a great job of the aerial navigation to kind of avoid some of this pressure from Pork Lazer, and now that we've got knocked down here, it's a perfect position for tether, wall splat imminent with the full overdrive. Should be killing here, because if it doesn't, Baiken needs a lot more help.
That was actually a really good round here from Pork Lazer. Cleaned it up with that overdrive.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh no! What? Oh no! But there goes the parry.
I think that was the guard on a gunshot, which obviously would do nothing in that scenario. Just guard the gun. That's why delay pressure from Happy Chaos is so scary to deal with. What can you really do? I think if you're in range, right? Like if you're close enough to this, I haven't tested that actually. Now I think about it. If you're close enough to the deflect shield circle with gunshot, does that push you out?
I think we actually kind of saw it. Oh my gosh, the back drift from Jack to then get the air throw is going to put Jack up 2-1 against Pork Lazer. I think we kind of saw what you're saying, Zero, in that interaction. I just don't think it was perfect. But it was enough where I think Jack actually got pushed back just a smidge. And then we saw Pork Lazer actually get, I think it was slash into Kabari, if I'm not mistaken. So it was just a little bit, it did kind of help, but I feel like it wasn't just perfect. Or
yeah,
was
it definitely seemed like Happy Chaos did not get enough of a penalty in that interaction to be dissuaded from pushing forward anyways. But round start, here we go. 2-1 lead right now for Jack. Early burst to start things off, and Kabari does work out.
Very nice overdrive shotgun blast to catch Jack trying to reload. Happy Chaos cannot block while he's on the gunshots. Now it's just a matter of trying to open up, and we do get the opening with this counter hit. Reload.
There we go. Yeah, wants to make sure we have enough resources here. That is one big blunder you don't... Huh?
Oh, okay. The Yoda-sen on the back.
I know a 2S came out from Happy Chaos, but what button did Baiken press?
There's the deflect shield once again. This time it's gonna get grabbed, and we got a counter hit from Jack. Gonna get the wall slump into the wild assault for the hard knockdown. TKTD to get the launcher with the gun flip, and that is 2x Machina to close out this round.
Perfect round here. Jack, match point potentially. Wall assault, it is the guard crush, of course, so that does give more opportunity for Pork Lazer to continue. But roll through to get a side swap and a great backdash from Pork Lazer to get the slash opportunity. Oh, should get that shatter and does. Wall assault for a strip, hard knockdown. We can close this out. Look at this life lead. It's a beautiful start here for Pork Lazer. Nice. 2-8. But Jozatzen right on top of you here. No Roman cancel opportunity for Jack. Tying it all up 2-all. Okay.
Yeah, the blue RC I think was just trying to slow down, but it's Yodazen. That's a high hitbox.
Yeah.
And when you see the blue RC, if you kind of like freeze frame that part, or if you like clip and then freeze frame, the blue RC didn't move Jack at all. It was just a standard blue RC.
Right.
Maybe if it was drifted maybe either up or like left, it could have definitely avoided the Yodazen. But because of that, that was just like a last-ditch effort for Jack to do so. So we are in game 5 in Jack versus Lazer.
Already pushed back to the corner. It is strong life lead for Jack at the round start. Ace Ex Machina do a grip and not kill quite yet, because you know we got the defense, but for how long? The aim applied, doing the work, of course. Yeah, I mean, once you're stanked up and steady aim locks in, a guard crush is going to be a disaster and a half. Ooh, there's the guard put, but Wild Assault to close it right back, negating the pushback.
On the other side does land the Kabari and get the red RC to launch to go for the wall shatter. Oh, that jump is hitting.
Well, 2S round start. Great call for Jack there. Just further stripping here on this burst gauge, but the key factor of this Wild Assault is the hard knockdown, because we are definitely going to be able to get a Deus Ex Machina here.
This could spell unfortunate for Lazer. This is usually that checkmate situation. There goes the steady aim.
Whoa!
Whoa! The Wild Assault into the burst, but no, we got a hard knockdown into the 2S4. Oh, he rolled underneath.
Yo, the perfect roll to avoid the firecracker. You got a gun, I got a gun. Let's do this.
Yo.
That was well done. Well done.
What a call out.
So now we have our second Happy Chaos here in this top 8, going up against a former Happy Chaos player themselves, UMISHO on Soul. But a big blunder from Kreeg. No concentration. Getting it back immediately though after this burst, and stuck between a rock and a hard place. That wall of clones will leave no escape for UMISHO.
Wall shattered coming from Ex Machina. There's a hard knockdown. Goes out.
Yo, how much concentration do you want to use? Wait a minute. All right, we got the brain blast here. We're just trying to chip away.
Best case scenario, right? Like this is, you can do it. Yep, opens up, blocks on the first.
Tragic. All right, I mean, it was getting close there too. So we had the message of Kreeg willing to burn out on concentration to avoid just having to interact with Soul in a neutral game entirely. And that's completely understandable. But the first time it was a blunder. We don't want to lean too much into that, because look at how much concentration you use. The vortex coming through.
Perfect opportunity for UMISHO to come in. Gonna have to use that burst to kick her off. And once again, Curse is back on the field. Gets 2K, 2D. And like you mentioned, we're seeing Kreeg say, okay, I'm gonna try to use as much resources as possible in this situation to get through. I think that was an attempted 6P, but it wasn't gonna come out, and UMISHO gonna get the counter hit again, and it should kill.
You could not press right there, and that gunflame cancel, the gunflame feint rather, that's still in recovery, and I think we might have made an attempt, because it looks like a funky hard knockdown situation. You might have been able, you were like one of those invulnerable DP characters, might have been able to, but right there you wanted to hold that. Gunshot to the face, good pickup.
Hard knockdown coming through in this next scenario. I believe it should be Cologne, actually, because one, avoid the wake up night vortex, even wake up repeat. and just full advancement completely. But here it goes. Once again, the vortex coming into play to launch. Kreeg had to wait for that concentration.
Ooh, no! Whoa! That's so tragic. We did the fast RC low into guard cancel there, and Kreeg had all the time in the world to confirm the situation after a YRC.
Oh, gets opened up by the double overhead.
Back wall assault, so we're guaranteeing this hard knockdown. This next interaction should seal it. But there's a YRC opportunity in there. Able to close the gap, the clone, but the SDP will be absorbed by the clone in a last-ditch effort from Kreeg. What a snap decision to take that W. That was actually a very good call. Had there not been a clone there, UMISHO had the right call, 100%. But
very quick thinking on Kreeg's part there as well. That was very, very quick thinking.
I mean, because we saw it a couple times too, where like, well, honestly, in the very first interaction, we had the wall kind of close in on UMISHO with the clone setup to kind of sandwich in there, make things a little bit easier for Kreeg. That corner situation, that was the only thing keeping you alive, because as we all have seen before, Soul Bad Guy, notorious grappler in disguise. Opened up a little bit too early, got gunshot to get a full pickup. Burst available for UMISHO to spend.
Yeah, the clone is definitely a thing for UMISHO to worry about. She's not been able to be fully aggressive like we've seen her in these past few matches. But Kreeg still gonna get the curse ball out, and that's gonna be easy, steady aims to launch. Gets the tap dust and some staggers as well. Boxing, there goes the clone again, but no full whip punish. Another clone is out on the field. Yeah.
Woo! That was the start, though.
It's like one. It's like that GIF that's like, oh yes, nah, yes, nah.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way that Kreeg utilizes clone in a lot of matchups. Kreeg definitely has leaned on clone in the past before and just kind of uses this as a layer of defense. If you have a life lead anyway, you may as well spend. It does take some health, right, to set up a clone, but in the way that we're using it as an extra layer of defense, I dare you to get close to it because it's going to absorb the first hit that you do. And when you're within range, I'm going to whip punish you every time. And Kreeg running away with it right now. Will get a wild assault. No bullets though.
Yeah,
see right there.
Yeah.
You set up clone. You have whip punish opportunity if you get too close to try to deal with that clone.
Clone is something that you have to challenge with a multi-hitting move. And even then you have to be pretty careful because the Happy Chaos can easily just backdash away, let you take whatever recovery you get from the clone, and then proceed to counter hit you.
Right.
Or even do whatever they need to do to set up steady aim and the whole like game plan. And this is something where we're kind of seeing that it's being used a lot more often because we've seen how UMISHO plays. We've seen how aggressive she can get, where once she lands the hit, she is optimal and creative and optimal at the same time. And Kreeg doesn't want to deal with that. There's just no wanting to be part of it at all of what UMISHO is trying to deal with.
Full screen situation, stank applied, and right off rip, clone, and like you said, multi-normal would be great, but when you have just a continuous swing, 6S into wild assault right after, full forward advancing, there's no escape out of this corner.
Pickup here from UMISHO. It's going to be taking that round. Starting off with the far slash. This is a great pickup once again for UMISHO. Going to be able to get wild assault and then a hard knockdown plus the wall shatter.
BRC still goes high to jump slash. The heavy slash, big counter hit, red RC. No, I like it though. That was the correct route and just a little bit too late. Maybe early rather, it looked like. Nice.
Good adjustments there from UMISHO. Didn't even let Kreeg breathe after that round start, which is also like if you think about it, that's exactly where we were seeing those clone placements start off, and then kind of go for curse, then gunshot, and then into whatever situations were in the corner. But now UMISHO just more aware and being a little more aggressive on the approach of trying to stop clone rather than just trying to stop Happy Chaos as like a whole.
Yeah, I do like how we're trying to break through barriers here at this point. UMISHO getting that first game on the board. Vortex round start, the biggest of bets. Now we're caught in this corner with clone to boot too. Oh, I got the, what? Did you see that? It was like. Like five, where's Happy Chaos? That was too cool.
UX Machina for the wall shatter, having that go for it. He's gonna reload those bullets. Concentration very low right here at the moment. Summon's Curse. The red RC to also continue the momentum, and that's actually gonna help UMISHO move forward. Kreeg down in the corner, YRC to push back. Clone counter hit!
Yeah, that was great, especially with Clone to back that up. Tap Dust, Clutch is sleeping at the wheel. Not enough to kill quite yet. Boston Blue Beat with a phenomenal raid. Look, the East Coast and all the love, greatly appreciated.
Ooh, that was so close. In fact, I feel like Kreeg was trying to burst there, but UMISHO said no, let's go ahead and take away your burst here. Strain it. The block on the burst this time around!
Missed the full follow-up there. 6S, just blocked and just... Okay, we'll get that canceled. Doesn't want the second hit and wants to make sure that we get the Fafnir for the kill. Very important there. Second hit would have shattered, and at that life point, I just barely missed, but I don't think that would have killed right there if we would have gone for the full 5K follow-up. So guarantee it with that feint into Fafnir, of course. Let's go big. 2-all in the set. UMISHO unleashed.
Yeah, it's looking really good right now from UMISHO. She's doing a really good job in trying her best to close in on these spaces. And then, of course, once again, getting those counter hits where it matters the most.
What's that Boston Blue Beat raid? That's what it was. Empowered UMISHO. Oh my god, Wild Assault round start here. There's your 6S.
We have to get that loaded. And heavy shots go through for the wall shatter. And this is going to be a hard knockdown for Kreeg. We're on this full screen game plan once again. First goes out. UMISHO trying to close in on the distance right now. Is having a little bit of trouble. Guard crush. Oh no. 2K2D. What a pickup though from the
concentration. Yes. Big call out with that Vortex and great recognition on the resources at hand for Kreeg. Caught reloading instead of building concentration actually, so that was wild. And you gotta appreciate the micro dashes here from UMISHO and interacting with the clone on each micro dash, right? Either the 2K, in that instance it was 6B and a Wild Assault right after. Kreeg not ready for it. And of course, that big starter there, that was the heavy slash. Carries to this corner.
Far slash wicking completely. There goes the DP. Oh, the double overhead is gonna catch Kreeg. And that blue RC is gonna keep it going. This should be able to take us a game, or rather round 3. No, actually, that was actually
that's
4
it.
rounds.
That was it.
Yeah. My apologies. I got like disconnected here, and I'm like, wait a minute. That heart's not there.
That was the reverse sweep, is what that was. So we got Millia up against Happy Chaos.
Yeah, and it was I think actually it was Kreeg who knocked Rat earlier, if I'm not mistaken. And this is definitely kind of like this payback because we saw a couple of heartbreaking moments for Rat that were definitely too close for comfort.
Yeah, MFCR putting Rat into the loser side out here. Let's see, they might have gone up against each other on that. Yeah, it was Rat going 3-2 to qualify over Kreeg. on the winner's side is what it was. So that's the only Happy Chaos matchup experience that Rat has had in this bracket in particular. Don't get it twisted. Don't betray me this time, Winger.
Ooh, the purple RC to keep it safe. As Shaq was going to be blocking on it. And there goes Capel for the wall shatter.
At least we have the resources to cancel it, you know? I don't need 2 Heartbreakers in one night, folks. I just don't. Baiken.
Oh, the side switch. And we have Curse as well in play. 2K into the gun lift. And that is going to be able to get Wild Assault. Hard knockdown. And we're going to get the safe jump for the load to land. Red RC to try to bait out the burst. Another red RC for another. Like, let's try it. Let's see if it works or not.
It's not happening. It's like, unless if you think it's a dire emergency that they're going to do it, but granted, Jack had the resources, knew for a fact that we're going to get a kill, so that's fine, just in case the opponent wants to make a mistake. Oh, slash into Wild Assault. Thank God you didn't backdash. I blink and you would have got caught.
To try to counter as
whoa!
Spacing, but oh my gosh!
Point blank gunshot.
Close slash. Try to get the corner carry. I'm gonna be able to get Wild Assault to also drain on that burst meter. Instant Bad Moon to go for the fast RC cancel, but the purple RC to keep things safe. And 2 Ps going full force from between these two. Try to catch something. Blue RC, and then that's just going to drift forward for the throw.
A couple whiff punish attempts right there on Jack's 2P. Just a little bit too far for that far slash to connect, right? But great showcasing here from Rat. Again, you called it earlier, Rat being the Happy Chaos killer, and so far that seems to be showcased here right now. We'll see if that continues here. I mean, the last standing Happy Chaos in this bracket. Outside of the theme, we have a doubles theme, you know, like I said earlier, it was 2 Happy Chaos, 2 Glass Cannon characters, all of which on the side right now.
Halfness goes through. Good defense, though, from Rat. Unfortunately, it's going to get hit by the second instance. The burst is going to launch through. A 6P lands on the second hit after the purple RC to cover the original 6P. And we do have Curse in effect as well. It's going to be a dash of grab into the fast RC to clean it out.
Cursed up, and unfortunately, the hit scan on Gunshot will find the mark despite a cross under. Nice roll through. Blue beat combo, though, could have been blocking, or teched out, rather.
Ooh, I like that. Even though the aim was still out, the 2K2D response from Rat was going to be able to catch Jack advancing. We got the counter hit off of the whiff throw, and this is perfect for Rat. We're going to be able to get Wild Assault off of it as well.
Should be able to kill on it. Oh, we do have burst though. No burst spent. This red RC will get the shatter. That is tough, and it was the 2P as well, so it guaranteed the safe opportunity for quick recovery to make sure we had time to block if a burst did come through.
Yeah, that was a good adjustment there from Jack. It was very close, like instances and scrambles that are just. It's so frustrating when as like a viewer just watching these matches, and it's like,
right,
you're so close, but there's still so much to do to close out these games.
Yeah, and that is often the case for Millia because her single combo doesn't quite do the damage that maybe Happy Chaos single combo would do. Certainly not like other heavy hitters like your Ramlethals, your Soul Bad Guy, but you're just seeing here this 2K2D situation with a follow-up after. You had to hold the mix and burst away. Dang, that 5P. That still no escape for Rat.
Wild Assault goes through with a hard knockdown. We're going to use the blue RC to actually just jump in. Not to mention that there could have been a safe jump already, but the blue RC is just going to be like, hey, I'm going to grab you, catch you off guard in these moments.
Scooped. Air pressure does work out here.
Again, that safe jump coming into play. That's going to catch the rat completely. And now Jack is up 2-1 at the moment.
Yeah, gosh, like, what was the difference maker in that first game? I wonder. Just, it seemed like everything was going Rat's way. We had, like, a lot of solid setup. Honestly, the first initial knockdown is always going to be that surefire sign of who's going to have the most advantage right off rip in this matchup in particular, since both players don't have that reversal on wake up. And honestly, in the case of anyone against Happy Chaos, usually your reversal is not going to be a factor in play at all anyways. So trying to navigate the space and survive is the two biggest key factors for Millia here, especially the survive one, since she's taken so much extra damage comparatively.
Most definitely. Starting off with Care Car, what a risky move here.
Right?
Try to catch the backdash. I think that was a backdash catch attempt, but because Jack was patient, that was a full punish. And look, now Rat already with 50% on a deficit. There goes the clone for a counter hit. And Jack with the tap dust should be able to get do Ex Machina off as well. Won't be able to kill. It does scale. Heavy gunshots go out. And that was just block shrink into shots, block shrink into shots at that moment.
Match point right now for Jack. Nice back throw. Oh, called out the gold burst. That is tough. Nothing off of that. Gold burst, that's even worse. Jack getting a successful gold burst. Full resources, and Rat is going to have to fight tooth and nail for every mile of this match, and I don't even think you can get that shot. Jeez Louise, 3-1 victory. Jack advances and will be sitting in loser semis. Another volatile matchup here because both these characters are definitely huge. Soul definitely going to hurt, but Marvelo getting caught by a single soul combo that is surely going to route to significant damage. So Marvelo has to be really careful in this matchup to make sure that each mix, you mean it with everything you got.
Yeah, this is going to be definitely the literal explosive match of this bracket. And it's all going to come down between these two and how they can handle it.
Good slash DP, and that's a far slash for you here. The trains are coming, and the destination is pain. 2K2D caught you standing up. Wild assault for the hard knockdown.
Blue RC gets anti-aired by the 5P from Marvelo. And that's going to be a corner carry into the overdrive for the wall shatter and hard knockdown.
Yeah, unfortunately, Soul doesn't really get a good Oki situation after wall shatter. There's not a whole lot he can really do. So your guess is as good as like, hey, I gotta close it up or go for that safe jump opportunity. Nice burst. Gotta back fix that positive bonus. And beautiful 6-speed challenge on the Bandit Revolver.
Ooh, we blocked the wires. Very nicely done from Marvelo. Call that out. So I liked what Marvelo did there. Was able to use the roaming cancel to drift backwards, then dash under to the side switch, and then call out for wire.
With wild throw, gives all the time in the world for a punish. Push back into the corner. Wires gets you out. Nice stuff. Yeah, 2K. Of course, excellent interrupt there. With a jump dust to close this corner and round.
Rounds tied up a piece between Marvelo and UMISHO. And get that side switch and start up the pressure and momentum.
Frames here, delay Rekka pressure. Finally finding that opening. And immediately spends for that barrage to get that hard knockdown. Too big, but it's that positive bonus that we're looking for here. Oh my god, another slash DP from UMISHO here to get out of this corner. Last time it was done on the clone setup. This time around, to set up on the gap and pressure. Alpha Blade to close it out. And that's a great takeaway here out of the set, is that Marvelo is not being dissuaded to continue that offensive pressure. Again, you're probably not going to dissuade a Chipp player from their offense because they do get called out every now and again. It's what you sign up for as a Chipp player. So that slash DP is not going to dissuade necessarily a Chipp player from repeating the same process of pressuring you in the corner. They'll just frame trap you with something different.
Yep, agree with you on that note as well. So, you know, for UMISHO, it's a matter of being risky against Marvelo. I would actually say no, playing a little more patient, but not too patient, where Marvelo's going to be like, okay, now I don't have to play as risky, because now I can just pretty much scare UMISHO to play against
Right.
him.
So it's that balancing act, right? The controlled chaos.
Exactly. And these 5Ks whipping, but to try to space out some UMISHOs and catch anything from these spaces, like right there, going for the overdrive.
Yeah, that's a great 6P opportunity there on that Bandit Revolver, and that's the bravery here from Marvelo.
Gets a wild throw going, and then we're gonna also hit confirm into the Nightwave Vortex. Very nicely done there from UMISHO to clean up the first round.
Again, Wild Assault. We want to hold that corner position here again. Of course, got that throw. That's Chipp burst, so that's, you know, good little start here, but not able to get a significant open against UMISHO. This will do. And this also gets helped out tremendously because UMISHO spent a Wild Assault here, so that's a great opportunity to spend for the Shatter, get your own positive bonus to immediately build right back up.
Wild Assault again. Burst slowly creeping back up for UMISHO. Blue RC is going to be able to punish, but not a full punish. But to get a throw. Goes out.
Yeah, great burst call there. That was going to ride up to the side of the wall, get the kill. UMISHO believes they can finish this up here. A second. Mechanic Viper will carry over to that corner.
Oh,
Yo!
oh, the interrupt. Yeah, that double. This was the last chance, especially.
Oh, no! You can't do it! You can't do the clone because aerial DP will connect. UMISHO. Great decision making right there at a last ditch effort to pull that health away.
Really good stuff there from UMISHO. Very cautious or conscious of the hitbox, especially on some of those teleports that Marvelo was trying to do. So that was really good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mankind.
Going into that game 3, or yep, game 3 here, excuse me. Immediate burst. You know, that close slash, of course, going to tell the tale here to carry over that corner. Fast RC just stays with the heavy slash, doesn't bring it back down with this jump P. And interesting too that this time around we go for the single Bandit Revolver, does get the confirm, and that's just a bit of the conditioning that Marvelo has represented in the set of active defense, right? Of just going for 6P through bandits usually, and UMISHO not following through. Had UMISHO followed through like the previous 2 times, it would have been full combo, but well, not full combo, because it just doesn't got that right, but a little more out of it.
Into the overdrive, Marvelo goes. Still sitting on full health as we go into this hard knockdown situation. Does open up UMISHO properly. And we are not going to see UMISHO burst here. It's going to take the hit as it is scaled.
Nice slash DP every single time. Umi's been on top of that with clones. There we go.
Going into this 3rd round right now very strongly, especially with that Wild Assault. Oh, that 2D. It reaches so far.
Sweep under a bus for all I care. Got the continued pressure from Wild Assault and opens up high. Let's make it count here. We spent all of our meters, so we have to get this positive bonus to try to build it back, and it pays off in spades. So that's a great gamble for UMISHO.
The overhead making quick work. We're going to be able to get the wall shatter and a hard knockdown as well. But UMISHO is going to press, opens up Marvelo with the low, and cleans it up to go up 2-1 right now.
Yeah, I mean, just the back and forth between these two. Of course, like, still anyone's game. The way that Marvelo is playing right now, it's just... It's that little bit of like trepidation of just like, man, like one touch from Soul could be the end of it all. And we saw it right there, right? Spending on both Wild Assaults in that corner, stripping yourself of all resources, but knowing for a fact that we're going to get Marvelo open. That's the confidence that UMISHO is playing with. And that's also the kind of confidence that Marvelo is playing with in this neutral game against Soul.
Oh, that jump slash reaching very much deep. It's gonna get the counter hit and push Marvelo away. Closer to this corner. There goes that 2D counter, and this is a great pickup for UMISHO. Oh my gosh. And have it, UMISHO cleaning up this first round very clean. Oh, he just blocks, actually interrupting the Wild Assault. Because it is a orange Wild Assault, it is something that you can hit out of, so it has no instability, right? Just off here from Marvelo. Some good block string pressure. Good 2KTB, and we're going to pick it up with the overdrive for a hard knockdown and wall shatter.
Need to follow through here to close that gap fast. Oh, RC low. Not quite able to get the finish. Oh, should be able to close it out. There it is. That was the Gunflame startup that we shut it down before it hit. Nice.
Oh, this is a pickup for UMISHO. This is actually a great start. We're going to get the Wild Assault to also block out the burst, and that's a good chunk of burst meter that is gone, and that is going to force Marvelo to hold all of this. Finally getting burst to stop the damage and the bleeding, but it is too late. UMISHO should be able to clean it up with this red RC, and will be able to do so with a double red RC just for good looks.
Yeah, looking good out here with a 3-1 lead over Marvelo. We're down to our final four. MFCR and Dany will be the first up.
Okay. We have the jump and then projectile from Dany, but finally landing some hits and gets the shock status applied. Oh, that is a huge counter hit with that Wild Assault.
That was insane. A big bet from Dany there to spend it all on Wild Assault and still got the victory.
Right. Dany getting the jump slash hit through. That 2K though reaches from afar for MFCR.
Sorry. That's got to get punished.
It's a hard knockdown situation. Blue RC, but the YRC pushes MFCR. Still gonna get hit though, Dany. Probably, oh yeah, it gets dropped down and then we get the wall shatter.
That was quite the 2K interrupt there after the close slash from Kai. So here goes MFCR with a nice backdash away from 2S. No, had to eject out his guard point. He does not want to take that heavy stun edge. Get bold jockeying for that extended position. The tap dust after Wild Assault. That is so sneaky because it's colored almost the same. I wasn't ready for it. Nice.
Oh, there goes that invincibility from with that flash kick and then the red RC to continue the combo. Now because it is that flash kick slash, it's not gonna do as much damage. Right. However, it's just enough for MFCR to gain some good position. Oh, that was a grab.
This does get blocked this time. Oh, nice 2P on delay as well to get that backdash. Got the first 6P, no escape. You gotta interact the fireball somehow. And knocking at the door is MFCR.
Oh! Blocks the burst right in time. Dany was prepared and steals the round from MFCR.
Oh! Tragedy befallen the king. MFCR dropped the turbulence.
Technically, they're both kings.
Well, the king of whatever country, area, space, land, kingdom that Leo is a part of. But also Dany being a, another king player as well, doing an excellent job of picking up in the scramble, which does allow them a victory for a game here. Jump in on the guard point, get blown up.
Yeah, I like that challenge there from MFCR, but the DP from Dany is going to stop the pressure. Projectiles go out, charge, status effect in play. What a pickup. Tried to bait again the burst, but this red RC is going to get the side switch for MFCR and land the hit in with the wild assault. We're going to spend some of that burst bar to get that. Counter hits go from the jump thanks to the whiff grab, and flash hit.
One of the okay, here we go. See, that I like a little bit better in the corner situation. You're trying to burst bait. Make sure that you can finish your food if you're going to burst bait. That is key. And unfortunately, Dany did not have RC to extend the float timing there on that interaction in the first round, but able to close out in the second interaction after the shatter. Strong start here for Dany. C does continue. Tap does pressure. No escape. Here's the far slash. Stun dipper pickup. It's a wrap 2-0 for Dany.
Dany came prepared today, especially with this Kai.
It's kind of ridiculous, actually, looking back, because it was 3-0 over Marvelo. We're 2 up right now against MFCR. I gotta look back at this record, because Dany's been running it. All right. It was 3-2 against Razzo, 3-1 against Jack. Okay. All right.
It's definitely feeling pretty close in hand. I feel like Dany's being more focused on being that aggressor and not just letting MFCR like at all close in on those gaps. Or even like breathe for a second. The status effect is also helping a ton as well.
Right. The other fact of it is, like, to your point, we're not leaving any gaps for flash kick opportunity except for right here, right? But like in block string situations, Dany is keeping them tight. There's no opening there for MFCR to try to flash kick out. You gotta hold the pressure, and Dany pushes themselves out with that block stun, and then sits and waits for the next interaction with MFCR. Off the wall we go. Nice wild assault to guarantee the splat.
Oh, I like that. That grab range was so clean. Dash cancels go through. Blue RC to try to back up and get some distance. The food arc whipping completely, but still creates the side switch. And Dany is still gonna take it.
Wow. A little bit of a scramble right there, but still works out A-okay. Couple stun edges there, too close for comfort. That 5K will definitely connect here. Close slash, counter hit, big pickup as well. Can't be mashing that 5K on stance. I would have expected a parry. MFCR is kind of cheeky like that. I've seen it sometimes, but here we go. Consistent with the overdrive, not quite gonna kill.
Stun dipper goes out, uses the red RC to keep it safe. Ooh, that didn't... Okay, that was a very close call there for Dany. But the DP...
That was the most anime interaction I'd ever seen. It looked like Naruto spinning away from Haku in the ice cube. Y'all know what I'm talking about. When he popped the...
I do know. That's actually one of my favorite. It's like one of my favorite moments too, actually.
Close slash once again. Tap dust pickup. Here we go. extension with that red RC. Gonna get a couple ground bounces. Should be able with the Foudre to get the shatter, and does.
Oh, jeez. The counter hit off of the flash kick. This could be the pickup that MFCR needs. Gets a low side switch. Goes for the throw.
Side swap. There's your burst. Hold the heavy fireball. Tap dust. Caught you looking. Wait. 3-0. Oh my.
Yeah, that was a 3-0. That happened so fast.
Yeah, she's doing a tremendous job on Soul. Bat guy as well. Really, just really fun to watch, honestly. Like, and that's just because I'm a Soul. All right, that's all there is to it. But already closed the gap is Jack. The lockdown in this corner. Jump slash. Because why not? What else could you possibly do? Jump slash is an excellent button too. Really have to try to be careful on that anti-air. 6P probably your best bet, but jump slash is just so deep. Heavy slash after wild assault to hold that corner. Get away from me, Gunflame! Like the high drift too. Great block from Jack, but that will do. The Fafnir closes it.
Very nicely done. Already a super good start. Now we do want to keep in mind, we saw this kind of happen with Jack earlier with Rat. This first game is just that download. Understanding how everybody's playing. There's still plenty to go. There goes this clone again. No pickup, especially considering that Jack is just trying to gain back that bullet. Only has one bullet in that gun at the moment.
Yeah, there was no concentration as well as we retreated away from the clone. And I missed this, but thank you so much, Yorzord, for the raid. Greatly appreciate it. Welcome in, everybody.
And this is a great pickup. We go into Duex Machina. Won't be able to kill, but that does lead into a hit confirm for first shot. And then now this is just playing patient dash blocking. UMISHO using faultless defense as well to try to avoid all the chip damage as much as possible. Oh!
Concentration gone, baby! And UMISHO weathering the storm does succeed. This is a nightmare scenario for Jack. Has to burst, but the steady aim will get that guard crush. So it's almost a quick backdash drift just to get the overhead. That's safety, and that's a tough execution right there. We've seen it a few times from Happy Chaos players, especially. Heavy slash follow-up here. Look at that corner position. You're not out of the woods yet. UMISHO with the Tyrant Rave.
So much damage there from UMISHO. Now, at least this is a great start for UMISHO. It's just a matter of playing some really good defense. Great throw tech. Gets the 2S. And that is exactly what she needs. Should be able to fully clean and hit confirm off of this. Go on the board 1-0.
So what's important to note here is just the reaction on block on the roll through from UMISHO. She's put people through this exact scenario enough times to be ready for it, to recognize it, and to be able to, on reaction, just defend excellently. Even watch the corner sequences that she's being put through. She's able to kind of just weather the storm, pay attention to those resources because she knows, yeah, I've done this to people many times. You're not going to show me anything that I've not tried before. The one exception, tough to react to, right, with that blue RC drift to get that overhead. Like, that's just tough.
UMISHO's crouching faultless defense, and that's going to definitely hit. This is the perfect opening for Jack to go for wild assault. Oh, but messing up a little bit on that lead. I think wasn't the intent there. Probably trying to go for just that dash up and then counter hit. But the DP is what caught. There goes Duex Machina. This should kill. It is the overdrive plus the wall shatter.
See, I say this all about UMISHO, how like she's seen this before and then gets clapped up in this next game. Like, no! This is game. Nice!
Another grab on the ground. Stagger pressure. Oh, what a great whiff punish. Called out that Jack was going to go for the 2S. And now we do get the knockdown. Oh, the vortex counter!
That was a 6S from Jack, but the vortex finding the mark. Red RC, I just want to make sure, because I still got that hard knockdown. We're good. still has burst available. UMISHO with the wild assaults on deck. We're about to get this burst back anyways. Yeah, you gotta think about like how quickly burst gauge gets built back on both sides at this point in this version of the game too, because of how much utilization you get out of it.
Yeah,
nice.
Because it's so crucial in more ways than one, not only for the neutral aspect of it, but just because it's now being used in offensive defense, you kind of have to do that. But there goes this wild assault. It's also drain on the burst gauge. It's not looking too good for Jack at the moment. Gets hit by the double overhead, and that is it for UMISHO. She's able to up on the board 2-0.
Yes, absolutely. And again, just the falling jump P has been getting so much mileage for UMISHO, has been seeing a ton of success in those corner situations. It's tough because you're not quite sure how many hits are actually going to come through. You're playing that guessing game because that is the fuzzy situation you're going to be put into. And how often have we seen UMISHO go for fast fall 2K? Like, that is also another coin toss that you take in an interaction like that. But 2-0 lead for UMISHO on Soul right now. Last chance for Jack. And that was crazy with the jump heavy slash duck connect there. That was wild.
Oh, that is a whiff T that's going to get punished. We do have the guard crush. We'll be able to go for the throw. Blue RC, and then we got that 5K to also stub any movement from Blue RC.
Oh no, nice roll through.
Completely avoiding the curse ball.
Yeah, and again, no more stank, but the bandit revolver, flying knee coming at you. 2K ends up connecting here. Should be enough to get the kill.
There's Tyrant Rave.
Nope.
No. It's the scaling. That's a big thing that's happened in this last patch. Is that scaling was affected for damage, but that block on the YRC, good call from UMISHO.
Again, see, look at that, the just block on roll through, but wasn't ready for the just full stop from Jack. And able to get the successful open with the 50% life lead and stripping burst.
Good jump, gets the tap dust going. Burst not available because of that wall splat. And that's going to be into do Ex Machina. Not enough to kill. Still, yeah. Just gonna have to take that, especially with the curse on the line.
Trying to take the full shot. Nice 2D round start, trying to go underneath the bus. Jesus, the wild assault opened up. A little too far, had to hold it out a little bit longer if we wanted to at least get close, because we had the RC available. Even if it did get blocked, we could have continued.
So it's 2K2D. Oh, but that 2P just stubs it. Now we're seeing UMISHO really trying to be aggressive, especially as the health starts lowering closer and closer. Burst in play. Goes for the gun flame. Gets hit by a curse, but we are able to stop the curse from being fully activated. And this is actually, yeah, that's it. UMISHO taking out Jack 3-0. Probably one of the toughest Happy Chaoses in this bracket, close to Kreeg, and who's the one that's just been able to move forward and goes down to the legend UMISHO. Alright, another explosive match. We actually see UMISHO go to the tried and true Happy Chaos to go up against MFCR's Leo. And honestly, I think it's just because she's played against MFCR so many times. It's like, no, it's already quite late. We're gonna try to clean this up properly.
PRC here too. Yeah, it's interesting to see that pick. I think either way, you're sitting solid. I think you keep a little bit more consistent with pressure. Happy Chaos, of course. Oh, goes high, opens up. Gunshots away here. 2D got the red RC to get the close slash though to remain safe.
Low on resources as well. UMISHO gonna have to reload at some point. Oh, using do Ex Machina to do that. still able to get the wall shatter.
He's got both function and fashion. 2P to keep their distance there, and I can't believe the overdrive hit before the gunshot. Leo Whitefang faster than a speeding bullet. No!
Oh no! A great read, but an even better read from UMISHO.
Following the king. Full screen burst situation here. Nice. Nice anti-air from MFCR there on the flash kick. No escape out of this corner. No room to breathe. The wild assault does hit. I'm actually surprised. I thought that was way too high for that one.
Oh, that 2S is going to reach from down under, and we get the side switch.
Oh, look at
concentration up.
Oh, there we go.
2S smoking that goes into play. He's going to create that hard knockdown. Plus, UMISHO is on positive bonus and is already closing in onto that second 3rd meter. Yo!
First off, y'all, I don't know about that guard crush wild assault. That's actually crazy. That's crazy. You didn't tell me Happy Chaos is out here like I got steady aim. I'm gonna break your guard, and I will wild assault to beat you up. Like,
wins.
We let this happen. Who let this in here? Oh my goodness. Okay. All right.
UMISHO wants to win, Zero.
I got no problem with that. I got no problem with the decision to guard crush wild assault either. It's in the game. You put it in there. This is fine. Good lord.
It works out. It just works out.
It works. It never ceases to amaze me.
First ball goes out once again. Already a good start for UMISHO. That status effect does wonders, especially with the steady aim. And that's going to be another wild assault for the hard knockdown. It's going to chip away at MFCR's burst meter.
Oh no. Open up a little bit too early. The 2P interrupt does work out.
60k TP. MFCR forced to use that burst, but still gets counter hit. And we have the dash cancels from UMISHO. Gonna get the wild assault for the hard knockdown.
Let's be real. His wild assault animation is so cool. Pulls out both guns, hits you with them. That hurts. You know how much mass those guns had to lift people up in the sky? They did the math on it. I encourage you all to look up the math on the Shoryuken and how strong that is to lift a person's body up to the sky. Now, think about that with Happy Chaos walloping people with the gun.
I mean, to be fair, when you do the gun flip, that's launching, so that's
right.
that's like already one gun lifting you. Imagine two. You just get yeeted.
No human being survives that.
That's why you gotta be a gear.
Yeah, exactly. In order to compete, you have to have magic and gear.
Double jump to try to avoid and get out of the corner. Good defense though, but the team it low. It's gonna hit. And MFCR is gonna take this round.
Yep, of course the anti-air works out.
Blocking the wild assault.
Building a mortal counter, but not gonna do it because UMISHO drawing the line with that 2S.
Got wild assault to end it. Side switch, able to launch UMISHO slowly and then get the wild assault for the hard knockdown as an ender. But UMISHO's burst meter coming back quickly, gets the fast RC off of the throw. And we're gonna get another wild assault, spending it, cashing it as much as possible to create the opportunity. Again, gets hit by that overdrive just before the gunshot. Let's go.
Yeah. Like a quick draw McGraw, Leo Whitefang. Oh, slash here with the stacker prep. Oh no, that was a throw for Happy Chaos and calls out the burst 2-0 lead for UMISHO. He snuck that in there. That was clever. I can't believe that throw hit. I have to assume MFCR was trying to throw as well and just was not quick on the draw. You're going up against a former Overwatch player. Like, she is able to pull the trigger far faster than you. That's how the APM is insane. You see how UMISHO holds a controller? Locked and loaded.
Honestly, console Overwatch players, they're godlike, so makes total sense. Makes total sense. But this is such a good pick for UMISHO, and it's crazy how natural she just goes back to Happy Chaos against MFCR in this matchup, despite playing like Soul for the most part.
Yeah, I mean, so let's not forget, like, she started with Soul before Happy Chaos was released, and then came into this and really made a name for herself with Happy Chaos, of course, but also to get there, she had to play another character beforehand, and Soul was the one. But in this matchup in particular, the lockdown control, the pacing, this burst will work out for you. Man.
Concentration is up as well. Get the dash cancel. We're going to be able to reload at least 4 bullets. And go ahead and do wall shatter. Great grab. That's a fast RC cancel for the full launch. And this should kill.
Does match point for UMISHO. Oh, nice backdash here from MFCR. Slash open up this be a grip of damage, especially with the overdrive opportunity. But we're going for a strip on burst, especially with this positive bonus follow-up here. Overhead, another one for you.
Still much to go. That 5K tried to reach something, wasn't going to be able to do so. That is perfect for MFCR. He's going to have to try to take this next round in order to get on that board.
Couple 2Ks there. Wild Assault to continue pressure. Strips a bit more. That's a big spend to push out of the corner. Side swap 2K 2D finds the mark, but quite what we're looking for here. Nice gunshots. Wasn't ready for a flash kick there. MFCR gonna get called out and shattered off with the Wild Assault from UMISHO. Nice eye protection, but unfortunately unable to block low. Another shatter with Deus Ex blocking it for a full reload. Gee whiz. Hard knockdown.
Not looking good right now for MFCR. That is a Wild Assault. That guard freaks. That's so... Oh, man.
Steady aim guard crush Wild Assault. And of course, why not though? Because it opens up the opponent, you close the gap. You get in a position where Happy Chaos rebuilds resources much faster, and that's great for Happy Chaos. That's necessary, and that's the way that UMISHO wants to play Happy Chaos. Honestly, applying that mix pressure and being able to go back to zone. You notice that we don't see zoning style Happy Chaos very often from UMISHO anymore. And Dany, UMISHO in grand finals. Dany with a strong start.
Again, this totally makes sense why we're at this level where it's like, listen, Soul's great, I'm having fun, but I want to win tonight.
Goodness, ride the lightning for a wall carry shatter.
So much damage here. Dany gonna go for the projectile. Curse goes out, but that is not enough time to bring out the gun and shoot.
Yeah, that far slash from Kai has other things to say about it, that's for sure. All right, folks, we do have our final bets in. Of course, this grand finals is the final opportunity of the night for your Matcherino contribution. Thank you so much for everyone that's been tuning in. This grand finals has been a long ride, and it's a spectacular one. Honestly, one of the best brackets I've seen for TNS right now. My God.
Oh, that 2K DD reaches nicely against Dany. We're going to go into Duex Machina. He's going to wall shatter as well.
Steady aim, over corner. Nice. Push out, but again, BRC to control that space. Low on concentration, so we're not going to see a whole lot of shots from UMISHO quite yet. spends that extra RC time to get a reload in there.
Oh, wow. The gunshot actually able to reach through before the projectile hits in time. And that is Curse on the board. Not going to be able to fully get the hit in. Has to use burst. Reaches from the far reaches. Projectile goes out again. Stun Dipper. Moving forward. Gets Claire out. There goes the counter hit. UMISHO still holding on to burst right now. Oh, have to be careful with the 60. There goes the counter hit. UMISHO finally using burst. But Dany being mindful of the clone. Oh, the 5P.
Scrambly situation towards the end there too, just fighting tooth and nail for that next round. Bujark whiffs entirely. What a beautiful opportunity for UMISHO right there. Just enough room away from the corner to do all the work for UMISHO. Thank you so much, Dany. Oh, nice. Vapor thrust me out.
And we're going into Ride the Lightning. Oh wow,
Nice.
that quick
RC.
tap dust, and that is a clean game one for the first one. Already setting the momentum against UMISHO in this grand finals match.
Yeah, I mean, that is definitely a strong momentum starter for sure. The tone was set. Round one, I mean, the aggression from Dany, the complete control, very minimal opportunity for UMISHO to get out. And it was that second round that really she was able to shine and kind of run her game. But still, I mean, despite not being able to get out of that western corner in that second round, Dany still had a lot of awareness on trying to open up UMISHO, or at least like just get a regular jump out. Wasn't really trying to rely on a reversal opportunity. Just wanted to maneuver out. Just strong.
Backdashes an instant projectile from Dany as UMISHO tries to land a shot despite not having any curse on or steady. Oh, no. What an interesting side switch, but we still get the tap dust and the side switch again from Dany. And that's going to be a full... Oh, actually no, just going to let it drop at the end. Opens up opportunity though for UMISHO to do her own corner carry and get wild.
Small little blunder in that corner situation there, and UMISHO still able to push right back out as well. Yeah, I mean, at least though, Dany was definitely aware of the situation enough to like pick up the pieces where they kind of fell, and tried their best to hold it, but just a little bit too far with that far slash shatter. UMISHO not missing a beat though, and able to get a shatter of her own, just taking that first round in game two.
I do like that both players are actually actively trying to avoid each other's status effects. You have Dany. Oh wow, this is it.
Oh no, she was trying to 2P and got caught with the tap dust because of it. Nice 5P interrupt there. Yeah, I mean, just in the nick of time too. We just did not have any shock state applied. Nice roll through pickup. Low, wasn't for the fast RC though, that's unfortunate. Yeah, I think we wanted red RC fast low to try to play that mixed game, but unfortunately we got blue RC. Mixed P calls out the far slash.
Projectile goes out, tries to air, not gonna be able to. The whip grab cost a little bit for Dany, but we do have the red RC try to keep it moving. Does try to bait out the burst. Good delay though from UMISHO. Able to set up successfully clone. Does get cursed out onto Dany.
Sex Machina goes blasting off again. Oh, we still in there. No movement whatsoever. But no concentration here, so this is opportunity for Dany to continue pressure. Unless if UMISHO can get a challenge here. 5K, there it is.
And I think has enough resources too for this.
Drop tap dust, gunshot. Does succeed. 1-all. Had enough resources and still like made up for even dropping the game-winning kill. But definitely required a tap dust. Like that was a risk in and of itself too. Just going for that overhead gunshot follow-up. If the pieces weren't there, then definitely would have had a different scenario. Like, that should have been a kill. And giving an opportunity like that can definitely go south really fast. In this case, UMISHO definitely made it out A-okay to pick up those pieces.
Yeah, I liked where UMISHO just picked it up very nicely. There's a lot more challenges that are happening for both players, but I feel like it's more beneficial for UMISHO because we haven't really seen many of the other players in this bracket that have gone up against Dany challenging some of like the fooder arcs. Oh my gosh, the side switch.
By the way, Stun Dipper.
Oh boy.
If you don't mind, I just interrupt everything for you here.
No, it's all good. Honestly, that's how it feels. That's definitely how it feels. Shock State is in play right now, but this is a great pickup for UMISHO. The burst. Dany not wanting to give it up at all. There goes the charge dust.
Love the dust animation. It looks like a giant sweep, but it's not.
Is out. These delays here from UMISHO to lead into that low is helping her a lot. She's going to do X Machina.
Slash. What?
Ooh, that's not good.
That was a reach. I mean, I get the stagger pressure, but my goodness. Like we thought maybe gun draw was right there, even though it wasn't. Because if it was a gap after gun draw, then that would have been the call, right? Because you can't block or gun is drawn, so Vapor Thrust would have gotten you out. No concentration opens up for Dany here.
That was 3 fooder arcs and just one after the other. And no challenges, just having to hold it.
All right, cloned up, tried to take the opportunity, and Dany's already swinging behind that far slash. Has the shatter, rides the lightning, should be killing. No, it's rides the lightning.
Flex shield into play. This can change easily though for UMISHO. So again, this is Happy Chaos, right? Here we go. With the grab, try to summon the projectile. Yeah, this is exactly what I was afraid of. The clone gets hit, but there goes the projectile to charge up. And now Dany's up 2-1 against UMISHO.
The clone play was very smart there for UMISHO. Despite being at no health, like she was utilizing every resource that Happy Chaos had available to try to prolong her life, especially out of that corner situation. It was a great opportunity after the throw. And again, clone forces the opponent to make a decision to have to handle the clone, which can then open up possibilities for UMISHO and Happy Chaos to make that counterattack, make that decision, and also force an interaction, right? Maybe get an air throw or an air-to-air, especially too if UMISHO sits right on top of clone. But Dany was so quick on the draw in that corner situation too, where we got the bar slash immediately followed up after. Like that's the next scare that you have. Potentially tournament point for Dany right now. UMISHO has something to say about that. Nice throw in the corner.
Getting hit by these heavy gunshots and stuck in this corner. That whiff grab completely, probably anticipating to check the throw. That's going to lead into 2x Machina for UMISHO to take this first round. And that's the one thing about Happy Chaos too, that like these are moments where UMISHO can really capitalize off of. And granted, Dany has the character to do the same, but that's why this is a match that's like going back and forth the way we've been seeing it go out today. The air-to-air does whiff another grab, but that wasn't a full combo because of the 5P.
Tapping 5P, this is a great opportunity for Dany. Has the shock state, couple Foudre arcs, and because the second one means that the shock state timing is gone, that does leave the opportunity for punishment. Unsafe at 5K, but the forward tech out. Dany comes out swinging out of this corner with the red RC though after the throw. UMISHO is going to try to get another wall splat, but too high for Wild Assault. No, UMISHO, couple blunders away and it might cost you.
Twice in a row too. Has to be careful. UMISHO may try to challenge. There goes the Foudre arc. Projectile goes out. Oh, no way! Oh!
Yo,
Going into this for next round.
First off, the movement from Dany right there. How many shimmies was that? And UMISHO was
so many.
weak on defense, but my God, that should have been UMISHO's round. UMISHO's game even, and not able to get these shatters. And now Dany holding his corner position, but no burst, no wild assault. Has to rely on tension alone.
Oh my gosh, those whiff grabs are costing Dany everything right now.
Gotta go for the jump.
Hard
Jump
knockdown.
heavy slash there, and that's not going to find the mark. UMISHO getting an anti-air right off rip, and a vapor thrust. The audacity of Dany with wild assault tap dust. Oh my God. Burst is available now for UMISHO. Doesn't block the roll through. This should be it here for Dany. UMISHO still extending life as a team all in the set. Holy smokes. That roll through, if Dany blocked that roll through, we might have a little bit of a different story. That we did see Dany block it at least once in this set. It is possible, but this is a nail biter to say the least, and especially in those last few moments. And clearly might be impacting UMISHO a little bit here, because that's 2 shatter attempts that we missed entirely that should have been UMISHO's game earlier.
Also the missed opportunities on some of these whip grabs. Although, regardless, I wouldn't say missed opportunities, more like missed optimal opportunities. Dany, though, has to be a little more careful on those grabs. Those are one of those decisions that like costed everything.
Yeah, it could really start to add up, and I mean, this situation is starting to pile up here. Tap dust. UMISHO with the wild assault to get the shatter. There you go. I mean, folks, don't forget, if UMISHO resets, she could very well just switch to Soul if she wants to. That is a whole new set.
That is perfect for this first round of this game 5. On the cusp of trying to get this bracket reset. First goes out.
Bar slash. Has to respect the Future Wild assault to continue that pressure, but the tap dust, no follow-up to speak of, because we didn't have the resources to do it. You need one more touch to get that 50% tension to even follow up after the bar slash. Now UMISHO taking her turn. Okay, 2D pickup. Nice with the shatter to boot. No! No! I'm so sorry!
You definitely cursed that wild assault was completely, and now Dany is in Dragon Install. And that means that many of these shock states are going to be in his favor. The wild assault coming through. Another one gets the tap dust. That's damage, and we're going into the final round. Zero, what did you do?
Who could have seen 3 missed shatter attempts in grand finals? Are you kidding me? All right, there's our bar slash. We got the shot pickup with 5K. Should be going coast to coast here. Not quite shattering. 2K, 2D. Nice close setup. Calls out the vapor thrust. What a PRC scenario here from UMISHO. Scooped up by Dany with a heavy stun edge. Too far.
Does get the jump slash. Tap dust goes through. UMISHO not going to be able to even get burst. Has to wait for the bar to come back. Oh, God! And that was
You're so dirty, Dany, with the 3-2 victory! You did. What's crazy? Oh my God.